And I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want. The gas in the back of the set never leaves. She's so bad that the chick made the bag. The gas in the back of the set never leaves. She's so bad that the chick made the bag. The gas in the back of the set never leaves. She's so bad that the chick made the bag. The gas in the back of the set never leaves. She's so bad that the chick made the bag. I'm inspired by thirst. I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. Something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want. The gas in the back of the set never leaves. She's so bad that the chick made the bag. The gas in the back of the set never leaves. She's so bad that the chick made the bag. The gas in the back of the set never leaves. She's so bad that the chick made the bag. The gas in the back of the set never leaves. She's so bad that the chick made the bag.
That song was fucking. Oh, that thing was short. Holy shit, that thing was short. How you doing, Nigel? I meant to say morning. How you doing? How you doing, God and the Fish? But yeah, for whatever reason, the rest of that sentence didn't form. I don't know what happened there. We're not gonna talk about that. Oh man, another beautiful day, boys. What the hell is this? So I see they're remaking Star Fox. This is 8 minutes. We're gonna save that for later. What is this? That's 10 minutes. Hollow Body official console release date? What is this? Oh, they had an update to Resident Evil Requiem yesterday that added a new mode for free.
Don't let her go. I'll be there before you know it.
That's
I
creepy.
promise.
Whoa.
She's still out there, Tax. Somewhere. Scared and alone. I don't want to die here.
Is this supposed to be like Resident Evil or something?
See you after.
Look at the... Oh! Oh, look at that little pillow! That thing's gonna kill you!
We're doing this on our terms.
It's gonna kill
Not
you.
hers.
Oh, morning, Melissa! Oh, that's going Savage Glizzy.
Just wish things had been different. For all of us. Tell me. Is she still alive?
This looks like a weird
This
game.
self-proclaimed alpha.
What the fuck? I cannot believe they gave Mixtape a perfect score yesterday. I cannot fucking believe it. I cannot believe it, man. I'm still stewing about that. Did they release a new Elden Ring? What is this A24's Elden Ring be the Batman Begins of video game? What is that? What does that mean? Does that mean they're coming out with a new Elden Ring? Don't fuck with me like that, man. I got an addiction, okay? You don't fuck with a person that's addicted to a game. That's how you start problems. You don't want to start problems, do you?
Dad,
Don't even joke about that.
see, lighthouses, sailing. I tried to forget him, but he keeps coming back, asking for forgiveness. But it's so hard to forgive after all those years of ignoring him. But now I'm sailing to find my son.
Yeah, neither one of those two are off limits. You can make a you know, you could say that for anything else, not those two games. Don't fuck around with that, man.
Dad used to say, go towards the light when you don't know where to go, so I'm going. I'm going.
Are you? Are you going? You going all the way there? Where are you going? Going towards the light?
Forgiving someone is never easy. It means letting go of the negative emotions of the past and trying to understand their motives. It is a difficult choice, but one that must be made to move forward.
I got coffee this morning, boys. How is it that every time I get this fucking coffee, it's like everywhere? Holy shit, it's on everything. It's even on my blanket now. How they managed this, bro? It was closed. It was closed, man. It's on everything. Really? Oh no, here they are.
I have you in sight, Molly. Coming closer and we'll make for the harbor.
This game stinks.
Hand over the purse and the pearls.
If you make yourself more than just a man, if you devote yourself
How's it going, Stewie girl? How's it going, Rachel?
then you become something else entirely.
I might actually get this game. I've been really contemplating getting this Lego Batman for a good bit now. I think I'm just gonna break down and buy it. I've been wanting another Arkham Knight so bad for so long. I might just get this game.
And that is...
A legend, Mr. Wayne.
Would you mind if I borrowed these?
Way I see it, all this
Oh,
stuff
yeah, hot.
is yours anyway.
I know, right?
You did all right in there, kid.
Been a while. It'll come back eventually. I'm not gonna be doing politics forever, I don't think. I'm sure that it'll get boring there. Especially if we get another Biden.
But there's always someone there by his side.
Meow.
I will take everything from you.
Get ready, Gotham, to have a cold heart like mine. To have a cold heart like
I really like the look of that.
mine. I'm trying to sleep. You're welcome.
What? Wait a minute, you can play as different ones? You don't necessarily even have to play as Batman? Really? Wow. This looks really good. This looks amazing. Holy shit. Hell, if it wasn't for the Lego branding, you could, like, holy shit. That was phenomenal. I'm actually thoroughly impressed with that. Oh, what is this? Oh, the finals. Ugh. Multiplayer slop. What is this? What is this? No. Oh, this is that one game, isn't it? Hold on. Is this the game where you're like blind or something? Oh, no, maybe not. What's this? Oh. Explore the nameless city. Oh, this is cool. Wait a minute. What is this? Oh, I've got so many questions. This kind of looks like the Nexus in Crimson Desert. I see Stick's got a name change. I love it. You know it's going to be packed with corny Lego jokes. I mean, that's just kind of part of Lego's theme. But I don't think it'll matter because, like, if the gameplay's good, I don't even care, bro. I've been wanting another Arkham Knight so bad. I want one so bad. Crimson Desert is an amazing game. It really is. I want to go back and play more of the in-game stuff. Damn, they dropped a lot. If you guys haven't seen My Hero Academy, it's awesome. Or I think it's My Hero Academia.
Those who smile are the strongest. Evil will never win the day. I guarantee it. I'm truly outrageous! Pierce through! Nothing will stop me! You're not prepared for what I can do! You won't get away! I'll take you down! Let's go! I'll show you. I'll use this power to win! My power's on another level! Just try and stop me! My resolve makes me stronger! My power is strengthened by those who came before me! Exactly the reason why! This power was passed down to me!
Oh, damn! Oh, there's more. Oh, they have Stars and Stripes? When do they add that? Yo, that's what's up! Damn, they added a lot of games yesterday. Whoa, what is this? Order of Walacha? Who is this?
Midway upon the journey of our life, I found myself within a dark forest, for the straightforward pathway had been lost.
Oh, wait a minute.
is much more delicious when it's silent.
Oh.
These are dark times for us. People are frightened, desperate.
King of the skies. Huh? Let's see. Do you bleed? Careful, mortal. I will end you here.
Damn. What the fuck is this music? What the fuck is that noise in my background, bro? What is that?
Lands of Transylvania truly know how to welcome a guest.
I would play that. I would absolutely play that. I think the trailer for it looked really good too. What threw me off was the pipe in the background. It sounded like someone who was playing that pipe couldn't play it. Whoa, what's this? Dragonkin, the banished official community. Oh, it means it's coming out. This is coming out soon. Oh, morning, Cross Forever. How's it going? How's it going? Hi! Am I seeing this right? Why'd the quality go down? Bro, someone just lost their job. Oh, someone just lost their job, man. I feel bad for the guy that fucked this up. You know that guy wants to burn that computer now. Oh, I bet he's pissed, bro. The trailer looks really good, though. No. No. Dracula, the disciple. What's this? Damn, they finally released the games again, huh? Let's go.
I heard those words once. And
WIGN.
I refused to believe them. I clung to a fragile hope that eternity might be found here. Every room seems to hide a presence. I do not flee from death. I study it. I persist. I experiment. I begin to understand science, sorcery, heresy.
Morning, Artemis. How you going? How's it going? Game Freak. Why does that sound familiar? Game Freak Games.
I did not conquer death. I became its disciple.
Game Freak Games. Oh. Oh no, man. They've been doing copy and paste for a few years. That's Pokemon, right? I don't know about that one. Pokemon, man. The love-hate relationship there, that's for damn sure. What's this? Oh yeah, here's the new game mode release for Resident Evil Requiem.
I'll keep our friends busy. Let's make this quick.
How's it going, Dr. Luke? How you doing today? Okay, I know I missed something. Son of a bitch, I missed something, dude. Okay, well. All right, so we're going to watch. We're going to watch this stuff for Star Fox. They're doing a remake versus the Nintendo 64 original. They have remade Star Fox. I played Star Fox, believe it or not. Y'all gonna call me an old bitch. On the in Walmart on the old Nintendo setup they had on the games case. That's where I played it. I didn't beat it, obviously, but I enjoyed the gameplay.
The Star Fox 64 remake has been revealed. Going by just Star Fox, Nintendo gave us an in-depth look at what we can expect when the game launches next month on June 25th. We got a look at some very familiar characters, locations, and even...
I feel the same way about God of War. They better not ruin it, bro. I'm going to be pissed.
Even some old and new cutscenes to boot. In this video, we're going to be showing some side-by-side comparisons of the original game from N64 alongside the new footage shown off for the Switch 2 exclusive remake. Alright, enough talking, let's let the games speak for themselves.
Hold on. Oh, there we go, guys. Holy shit! Is this even a comparison, bro? This is a Slaughterfest. What?
Atmospheric entry complete. Extend the wings. Open the wings.
I can't.
Check your G-diffuser system.
Remember, guys. Remember. No matter how good this looks, I'm going to hell for saying this. It will always look better on anything other than the Nintendo Switch.
Slippy here. So far, so good.
This is Peppy. All systems go.
Falco here. G-diffuser.
Damn, Falco. I remember Falco.
Enemy targets up ahead.
Falco was my favorite. Yo, look at this! Yo, this looks really good!
Slippy, get back here! Now you've done it, Slippy. Bogey on your tail.
Cover me while I fine-tune my sensors. Oh, you got him? Thanks, Fox.
Use the brake!
Slippy, stay in formation. Now you've done it, Slippy. Bogey on your tail.
What? Look at that!
I spot the train. I'm taking it out.
Besides the R-Wing, an agile ground assault vehicle called the Landmaster.
Bro, what?
and a modified exploratory submersible.
This
called
shit ain't even the same damn game, bro.
piloted, depending on the mission.
Wait, did they have submarines in the original game? Was this a thing in the original game? This looks crazy. What happened? Oh, I thought it was me. I was like, what happened? How's it going, Jennifer's? Infamous Lord K. It did have that? Okay, okay. Oh yeah, here it is right here, okay. This looks like shit. How could you even see what was going on in this, bro? You know what? I just unlocked the memory. I just unlocked the memory just now. I remember playing on old PlayStation 2 games. Oh, no, I'm sorry. PlayStation 1 games. I played the original Spider-Man on PlayStation 1. And I remember getting so lost in an area because I couldn't see. It was too dark. Straight up. It was so dark. I couldn't see anything. And you know what's even funnier is that whenever I was playing PlayStation, I didn't have a save card. So, because I didn't have a save card, all of the original PlayStation 1 games I had, I never beat them. But I didn't have it for very long, so it doesn't matter. I actually have no idea whatever happened to that console. Huh.
Take care of the guy behind me, Fox!
Ficina is a frozen planet with most of its surface covered in ice and snow.
It's your own target, Fox.
That's right, flashbacks, man. Oh no, I've got the chat going through the childhood. Abort! Abort!
You're not getting away that easy.
You're mine! Take care of the guy behind me, Fox!
This looks awesome! What? That looks sick!
Solar is the Lilat system's scorching hot second star.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Nintendo did good with this one. I never, played through the game, so it was never, a point in my life where I'm like, holy crap, this game is awesome, like I did with God of War. Like, God of War for me was, I would assume this game for most people. So, I would assume, based on what I'm looking at, that they did good. So far.
Good riddance. You almost got burned.
Hey, Falco, man. Falco.
And Zonest is a deserted, polluted ocean planet.
Oh, that's sick.
Its natural resources.
Cool your jets, cat.
Enemy tanker! You got an enemy on your tail.
This looks really good. This looks amazing. This genuinely looks amazing, guys. I'm impressed. I really am. And this is supposed to run on the Nintendo Switch exclusively? This looks really good.
Persistent laser tech.
I guess that's what happens whenever you build the software to meet the console, huh? Maybe Nintendo is onto something with that Switch. Oh, we got a good Midwest safety today? I got it pulled up on another tab. Cool, cool, cool. We definitely gonna get around to that. Not a whole lot going on today, I don't think. This looks really good. I would totally play this, by the way. I would play the remake. I don't hate on anything that's like, you know, original-esque style, because it's not necessarily the game is bad. It's the TVs that just can't handle the old school resolution that make it look like shit. And then the controls are so jank on the PlayStation 2 and 1 and on any older console. So like whenever you had people growing up with like the Atari or Nintendo systems, or like the GameCube or PlayStation 1 and 2, those guys are typically masters at gaming. I speak from experience, so I know what I'm talking about. So when you're using the D-pad to get around instead of the thumbstick, that's a whole different level of expertise, huh? Didn't even have full range of motion back then, bro.
Here they come! All units report.
You are an enemy.
You know what's funny? I have no idea what the story's about, but I would totally play this. I would absolutely play this.
I've underestimated you. How about this?
This looks awesome. I do really like the backdrop change. Instead of the solid galaxy, they decided to go with like an aura green. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Yo, like, W Nintendo for this one, I think. This looks really good.
We need your help, Star Fox.
Hey there, General. You seem a little on edge.
Oh, apparently, so... Oh, damn, I'm covering his face. So apparently the Fox is, I seen, like, a screenshot of them doing the Fox voice acting. It's like an AI... It's like a filter, not an AI filter. It's like a filter, like an Instagram filter, where the voice actor is in front of a camera, and they're actually talking, and the filter is doing its thing, right?
But as it happens, my team's
This is Fox McCloud, leader.
We need your help, Star Fox.
Yo, WIGN and W Nintendo. This looks really good. I'm actually very impressed with this. So, if y'all have seen the trailer for the new Odyssey or coming out, I have not. The Critical Drinker seems to think that it's going to be bad. He might be onto something.
Serious comeback. It's the historical epic. Swords and sandals, gods and monsters, battles and adventures, legendary warriors and terrifying villains. I mean, Hollywood's flirted with the idea from time to time over the past couple of decades, some more successful than others. Don't worry though, 300, you'll always have a
Yo, W300, I love that movie. I used to, as a wee lad, back in the day, I would record the music from the scene where they're standing over the cliff and watching the boats smash up against the rocks for the music that they would play in the backdrop on like an old school flip phone.
special place in my heart.
This is Sparta!
But it seems like this year, things might finally be changing. Christopher Nolan has turned his gigantic quantum space brain away from discovering the secrets of the universe and assembled one of the biggest all-star casts in modern Hollywood for The Odyssey.
The second 300 film was terrible, if you've ever seen it. So, like, me and a friend of mine in high school, we went to one movie, right? And, look, I'm gonna be as friendly as I can about this. He was one of my best friends, bro. And, he was Asian. And if you know anything about their culture, they're so respectful and they're so friendly. And I corrupted this child, okay? I'm gonna be honest, I corrupted this human being. Okay? So we went to see one movie, and we snuck over into the 300 film, and not only was I disappointed, but we didn't get kicked out either. Like one of the guys that sold us the ticket walked in, looked at us, and he's like, "You're gonna leave as soon as the movie's over, right?" And I was like, "Sure thing." So then we proceeded to jump around to 2 other films, and then we finally got kicked out.
A retelling of Homer's epic saga about the Greek king Odysseus and his decade-long journey to get home to his family after fighting in the Trojan Wars for another 10 years before that.
Well, let's go,
his wife
darling.
has to keep the home fires burning and contend with the unwanted advances of men who want the crown. It's actually kind of hilarious when you look at all this on a map, because a journey from Troy to Ithaca is only like 500 miles by sea, and it should have taken him a couple of weeks. But man, the gods just had it in for that fucking guy.
Honey, I'm home.
Look who the fates dragged in.
Anyway, stories don't get much more epic than The Odyssey. It truly is one of the great adventures in human history, blending together mythology, religion, monsters, and the unbreakable determination of the human spirit.
Yep.
And bringing it to life on screen is a challenge that will strain the very limits of modern filmmaking.
Didn't they already make The Odyssey, though?
And I've considered the artistic vision behind this movie. I have to say my reaction was... meh. I don't know what it is, man. There's just something about this movie that doesn't quite stir anything in me, which is pretty surprising
1997.
because in theory, at least, it's got all the ingredients for success. The kind of...
If you guys liked 300, there's a movie called Immortals, and it has Theseus as the main character. If you guys liked 300, the creators of 300, the original creators of 300, made that movie as well called Immortals. That movie is so fucking good. I absolutely recommend it.
Source material that's practically tailor-made for epic Hollywood filmmaking, the kind of all-star cast that only comes together once in a generation, and a director with a mostly good track record as a filmmaker.
I didn't know until I looked it up, but the same developers made director, writer, whoever the fuck that made 300, the original 300 made that as well.
So why the fuck does it feel so bland? Well, to try and answer this, let's take a closer look at those key elements again, shall we? First of all, there's the source material. Nothing wrong there, right?
Wrong. Well, the issue is that these guys that are woke and idealistic have never followed the source material, even to save their own fucking life. So, I already see a problem.
Well, the problem is that the Odyssey was originally written in ancient Greek, obviously, meaning that it has to be translated into English for it to be legible. And what kind of story you ultimately get very much depends on which translated version you read. In this case, Christopher Nolan has publicly stated that he's a big fan of the 2017 adaptation of the Odyssey, which was translated from Greek by British writer Emily Wilson. Why exactly does that matter? Well, because Emily Wilson just so happens to be a hardcore progressive feminist who
why?
Specifically set out to reimagine Homer's text through a female-coded, gender-critical, postmodernist lens. Because of course she did. Basically stretching the very limits of the original text to bend it around modern sensibilities. It's the same kind of creeping...
Well, wokeism has ruined another one, boys.
cloying. Well, I think what he really meant to say here was bullshit that gave us 2026's Animal Farm, a story that went from a parable about the Russian Revolution to a ridiculous, shallow, capitalism bad piece of Hollywood slop. That is the version we're likely to get here with all its gender identity navel gazing, and if that doesn't raise a few red flags, then let's take a closer look at that all.
Oh God.
Star cast, shall we? Now,
Oh, that's
Matt
looking
Damon
rough.
and Anne Hathaway are solid enough as the two leads, at least. I mean, if I was to be super critical, I'd say that Hathaway hasn't done anything particularly significant since, well, the last time she was in a Christopher Nolan movie, and she was arguably the worst thing about Interstellar, but that's a conversation for another day. I can't say I'm ever particularly excited by an Anne
Tom Holland is in this? Really, Tom Holland?
project, but holy shit, is she making a comeback this year?
Is Zendaya and
In
Tom Holland
2026
married yet?
alone, she's in 5 separate movie projects, one of which is playing in the cinemas right now. But speaking of overexposed actors that we could all use a break from, Zendaya is in this movie as Athena, the goddess of wisdom.
No, not yet. They're not married yet. I actually had heard that they had broken up, but
Fuck,
I'm
man,
surprised.
this girl's become the female equivalent of Pedro Pascal. She is just everywhere all of a sudden,
Yep.
and for the life of me, I cannot understand why. I have never
She's an okay actor. Tom Holland is definitely a way better actor than she is.
seen a
Well,
single
okay.
Zendaya performance in my life and thought, oh my god, she absolutely carried this movie. Tell me, what's your favorite Zendaya?
I'm sorry, but I feel like that's kind of a fucked up critique, Drinker. I'm not gonna lie, because you can't... Look, Zendaya isn't a bad actor, but when you try to compare her to Tom Holland or Robert Downey Jr., like the bigger films that she's been in, like, let's be honest, your Doom isn't everybody's cup of tea. Not Doom. Dune. D-O... I don't even know how the fuck they spell that shit. Dune is not everybody's cup of tea. I've heard a lot of people say that it's very boring. I've heard some people say that it's really good and artistic, but I'm like, that's just another word of saying boring, because I like action. I like everything all at once. Throw it up on me. I like it that way. Kind of movie making. But whenever you're compared to heavy hitters, of course she's not gonna, fare so well. And you have to keep in mind that a lot of those actors, other than Tom Holland, have been around in movies for years. So, I feel kind of like Zendaya hasn't really had the chance to. She hasn't been able to be in the spot where she can fit that narrative of leading it,
Frown, the confused frown, or the
But maybe I'm
confused
wrong. I haven't seen Dune, so I don't know.
angry frown.
Yes, yes.
Elliot Page is also in this movie. As what exactly? I don't fucking know. A drummer boy, maybe? Page is like 5 feet tall and weighs 90 pounds soaking wet, so I don't really see how they're gonna fit in amongst all those big Greek soldiers and terrifying monsters. Lupita Nyong'o is widely rumoured to be playing the Greek princess Helen of Troy, which if it turns out to be true would make about as much sense as Papa Asuido playing Severus Snape, but hey, what can I say?
It's Hollywood.
Okay, so they ruined it. So they actually ruined it. They're already trying to keep the actors' roles under wraps, which means that whatever this movie was supposed to be, it's already ruined. They've already race and gender swapped out people. It's done. This movie's not going to be very good. I can tell you just by what's going on right now. The fact that they're hiding roles to try to push back the mobs it's
5
cooked.
feet
Guys,
tall
it's
and
cooked.
weighs 90 pounds
It's
soaking wet, so
It's
I don't
cooked.
really see how they're gonna fit in amongst all those big Greek soldiers and terrifying monsters. Exactly? I don't fucking know. A drummer boy, maybe? Paige is like 5 feet tall and weighs 90 pounds all of a sudden, and for the life... Tell me, what's your favourite Zendaya expression? The angry frown? The confused frown? Or the confused in this movie? As what exactly?
Yes, yes.
The confused frown?
But what is she supposed to be playing? Not Zendaya.
Yes, yes.
This other lady.
Elliot Page is also in this movie. As what exactly? I don't fucking know.
Oh, they don't
Drummer
say.
boy,
Okay,
maybe?
they don't
Fit in
say.
amongst all those big
Of course
Greeks.
not.
Greek princess Helen of Troy. Which if it turns... Hey, what can I say?
It's Hollywood, baby.
Thank you, Rachel. But the thing that stood out for me about the entire cast in this trailer was just how bland and mundane they all look and sound. Every time I saw one of them, all I thought was, oh yeah, there's Robert Pattinson, there's Charlize Theron, there's Tom Holland. Where are the larger-than-life mythical figures of legend?
The issue that I see is that Tom Holland is gonna be in this film because he's with Zendaya. I want to make this very clear. If they're together, right? So she has some pull at home to get Tom Holland involved in this film, even if he doesn't want to, and even if his booking person doesn't want him to do it. She has the leverage on him at home. So if like Tom Holland being in this, you guys gotta ignore his face being attached to this film, because we all know why he's doing it.
That should be leaping from the pages of Homer's epic to amaze us all. It all feels weirdly subdued and underwhelming, and a big part of that decision is to have them speak with American accents using modern terminology.
My dad is coming home.
Oh, your dad's coming back, is he? Did he take some bitchin' selfies? Hope he didn't get godmogged along the way. There's a reason movies like this traditionally use theatrical English and formalized language for their dialogue. It gives them a sense of grandeur, seriousness, and dramatic weight that naturally lend itself to the epic story they're trying to tell. Having your actors talk like they just walked in off the street in downtown LA just feels weirdly lazy and immersion breaking. And before anyone chimes in with little pearls of wisdom like, Drinker, you know as well as I do they would have spoken Greek in a story like this, so why does it even matter what accents they use? Well, hypothetical straw man, we all know the language they would have spoken, but we also know that having your entire cast learn a whole new language just so the audience can sit through 3 hours of subtitles is neither practical nor logical.
Yeah, it
that
isn't.
Doesn't mean that you have to go in completely the other direction and give us shit like this. And this all brings me back to the man at the centre of all of this, Christopher Nolan, the director and writer. Now, I know the man has a fan base so rabidly loyal that they make Snyder Bros look like fucking I know the man has a centre of all of this. Christopher Nolan, the director and writer.
So Christopher
now, I know
Nolan?
the man has a fan base so rabidly loyal that they make Snyder Bros look like fucking normies, and he's given us some fascinating films to chew over in his time. But I'll be honest here, the guy can also be his own worst enemy at times. Sometimes he really is just too smart for his own good. Rightly or wrongly, he's developed a reputation as a clinical, intellectual, and slightly sterile kind of director, a master of ideas who can't seem to wrap his head around simple humanity. And I get the impression that's always chafed at him, especially with his more recent movies where it feels like he's got something to prove. Like the weirdly out of place love scenes in Oppenheimer that feels like two androids replicating their understanding of a human relationship. The man definitely has a niche, but character-driven historical epics don't seem to be it. And with Odyssey, it's like he's saying, see, there's more to—
So he's done quite a bit. He did Inception, The Dark Knight Rises, Batman Begins. Dunkirk was garbage. So Dunkirk, a lot of people are like, oh, Dunkirk is so good. So I went and saw Hacksaw Ridge prior to seeing Dunkirk. And then I went and saw Dunkirk, and I was like, why are we watching a bunch of pussies run away from the war? We just watched an American go on top of Hacksaw Ridge and save 72 people. And most of them bullied him, and he did it without a single gun. And you want me to feel bad for a bunch of rats that are fleeing the war? I'm sorry, dude. Like I was sitting in the theater stewing, watching Dunkirk. I was like, oh my god, this movie is so dragged out. What the fuck are we watching? Like, what is this garbage? Oppenheimer, I've heard is really good. Tenet, I've heard is really good. The Dark Knight, I've seen is really good. He also made Interstellar. That movie was awesome. Maybe there's potential here. Maybe there's potential.
To me than sci-fi thrillers and slightly overrated superhero movies. And I don't know, man, from the casting to the dialogue to the bleak washed out cinematography, I can't shake the feeling that he just isn't the right man to direct a movie like this. I mean, shit, maybe I'm totally wrong on this one.
Yeah, like the movie was shit. I remember getting into an argument in someone's chat on one of the streamers that I watch because they were like, Dunkirk is awesome. And then I was like, no, dude, watch Hacksaw Ridge, is way better. Just watch Hacksaw Ridge, and they would get so mad at me, dude. I was like, dude, Dunkirk sucks wieners. Watch Hacksaw Ridge, it's so much better.
Maybe the Odyssey will be the crowning achievement in Nolan's career, and
It's
making...
so slow and boring, too. There is nothing in Dunkirk that kept me interested. Not a single damn thing. They were running the entire fucking film, dude.
More money than
I was hoping that there was going to be a ramp up where they were going to like go back and kick ass. None of it. Just none of it. I was like, dude, fuck this film. Or maybe they did and I was just so uninterested that I just gave up.
Or maybe it'll turn out to be his own personal albatross. Time, as always, will tell, but I'll be interested to see how it pans out one way or the other. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
Yo, W Drinker.
Overwatch blew up, so every company on the planet tried to bite that bosom and make their own slop-ass hero shooter and flooded the market with garbage. That exact same phenomenon's happening right now with human beings on TikTok. Every single day, there is a new broccoli hair...
Ooh, they don't like me on TikTok, man. I be uploading to TikTok. Ooh, they are trying everything they can to get me removed off of TikTok, boy. Let me tell you what. Man... I must get like 3 notifications a day of someone reporting my stuff, and then I appeal them and I get them all back. Woo! They do not like me on TikTok, boy. They don't like Asmon. They don't like Kirk. They don't like nothing. That place is ran by liberals. Even the staff. So check this out. So whenever I receive death threats on TikTok, I report it. And you know what a notification message is that I get back says after they've done their part, right? Because it tells me if any actions were taken, right? I get a notification after their account was suspended, and it tells me maybe you should look into doing other things other than what you're, other than the content you're covering. And I'm like, yeah, go fuck yourself. It's your responsibility to make sure that everyone's protected on your platform and to make sure that everyone's amendments are met on this platform. I'm not advocating for death or violence, and you're going to protect my amendments, whether you like it or not, dillweed. I will say that ever since the new company took over TikTok, it's been way better, but there's still a long way to go for them, I think, because they're so ran by so many, liberals and Karens and Democrats. Dude, it is not even funny how bad it is over there. Now, it's the atmosphere's changed a little bit the past couple weeks. But man, is it something else over on TikTok?
Or 3D printed looks maxer.
It's gotten so bad that whenever I log into TikTok to upload my videos, I don't even read the comments. I just don't read them. I just nope, I'm just here to upload and leave. That's it.
Runs in, gets a following, and then snowballs from there. And today I just learned about a new one named Hulo, who is a looks maxer.
We got one in chat, boys. We got one on chat. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Everyone knows what time it is. We got to bring her on up. Actually, I needed to do this earlier anyway. Hold on. I needed to do this earlier.
That's insane.
Someone I know who doesn't believe.
We got a Jew hater in chat. I'm not Jewish, by the way. I was born into Christianity and I was baptized in, oh, fuck me. Oh God, I can't. Yep, that's gone. I've been locked out of that memory. The Star Fox memory is now what I literally am trying to think of what it was. Baptist? Yeah, Baptist. That's it. So.
That is now facing 15 counts of possession of child pornography.
Whoa! Man, you can't drop that on us like that. Holy shit!
All of which he has publicly admitted to. They have pretty much irrefutable evidence based on what's available, and that's only what's publicly available, not even everything they submitted to police. And despite all of that, there are still oodles of people defending him. Even though he has publicly confirmed that the evidence is accurate about his purchasing and possession of child sex abuse material, there are still these revolting mosquitoes, these flies that are attaching themselves to Hulu or Hello. It's probably not Hulu. The streaming
Yeah,
service.
yo, W in chat for Dylan McCoy. It is always a good idea to seek help whenever it comes to that kind of stuff, man. And if you don't have the money for it, man, every day you get up, just take it one day at a time. 100%. One day at a time. You get up in the morning, and then your day will just carry you through the rest of it.
Probably would have ceased and desisted him if that was his name. Hello, Hulo, whatever it is. They're still attaching themselves to his butthole to suck his farts and fight tooth and nail for his honor, even though he has admitted to these unforgivable crimes.
I don't know. I don't think he said the name yet.
Evidence is accurate about his available, and that's only what's publicly available, not possession of child pornography or 3D printed looks maxer that just spawns in, gets a following, and then snowballs from there. And today I just learned about a new one named Hulo.
Hulo's his name.
And the fact that they have these charges against him is still ongoing and not looking good for him. They are still willing to die on this hill that David's innocent, and now in this case, Hulu is a good guy and he deserves to be defended. I'll start here before going over GD.
Dude, that dude looks like a schizo. What the fuck? He looks crazy. What the shit? Dude, this guy looks crazy.
Dion's investigation of it. He has been arrested, and here is all of the charges he is facing here.
My God.
Now, based on some of the reports I saw, this could carry up to 25 years in jail if he's found.
I also want to say this. So, like, I watched a couple YouTube videos of some YouTubers. It's been a while. I was thinking about reacting to them on stream, but I decided not to because I never heard back from them whenever I sent them the emails. There were YouTubers that were investigating TikTok specifically because there are a lot of underage people on TikTok. And so what they would do, the YouTuber, they would go into no, this is why we need to get kids off the internet, period. They would go into live chat rooms where there were, kids that were doing weird dances in front of the camera, right? And you would look at the comments and it would be a lot of people that were advocating for them to make a Discord so that way they can get pictures. And the guy would go into the comments and say, why would you need this? And then he would immediately get banned. Not by the moderator of the comments, but by TikTok. So what was going on is they were getting these kids to make the Discords, and then they were getting the pictures from the kids, and the kids, the people that got the pictures would blackmail the kid to get more pictures, and it would be a death spiral. And that's what they would do to them. They'd basically make them like some sort of crazy, like, fucked up sex slave kind of style thing. And the thing is I don't think that ever really got solved because all they really did was silence anybody on TikTok that talked about it. Not like kill them or anything, but like ban them off of TikTok so they could no longer cover it. So like, it's definitely alarming for sure.
I'm guilty on all of these, but it also varies from the different sources I read from. It's a long time in jail here. And the fact that they have these charges against him, the possession of this material, means that they probably have evidence of it. Outside of just Gideon's video.
How's it going, Junior Lee Tuner?
I imagine they have something far more solid, because they wouldn't... Think about all of the other, like, predator catchers, where they do get the pedophile to admit to things.
What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Where? You live in Florida. What are you talking about? You know what? There's got to be news for both sides in the city. Actual New York news, there are dozens of papers. Just believe anything they... Okay, so yeah, you're just a constant problem child. I'm going to let chat decide what happens to you, because we haven't really had a lot of nayers in chat much anymore ever since, the economy in Iran failed, so all their bot farms are falling out of money, you know what I'm saying? So, we gotta make sure that we put these people on the chopping block as much as we can. Gotta take advantage of this slow time while we got it, boys. All the bot farms are being shut down because Iran doesn't have any more money, so... There's no way that's gonna stay at 100%. Holy shit, guys. Y'all are crazy. I don't even know where he went. Where did he go? He vanished. Oh, there he is. Or she. Off with a goat? Where's Off with a goat? I don't see Off with a goat. I don't see Off with a goat. Where's that at? Oh, ran off with a goat. Okay. I'm dumb. Hey, maybe they did. Alright, there we go. You're cooked. Hide user. There we go. Alright, cool. Make sure y'all hit like on the stream, guys. Make sure y'all hit like on the stream. So that way we can get more of these idiots in here so we can feed the chat. Chat's been going hungry the past week.
There's a lot of times where that can't be used. So you don't see them ever get these kind of charges. The fact that he has 15 counts of this means that they probably do have very solid...
I love how people get online and they accuse Trump of doing some stuff that they have no proof of him doing. Y'all do realize that's a form of defamation if you don't have any actual evidence. I don't understand that mentality. If you accuse somebody of doing something they didn't do, it's a form of defamation. You can get sued, and Trump is not stingy with his lawsuits. And
Proof that he had this material.
This is just one of the Telegram messages that he was talking to. Just one. So, as you guys can see first, he messaged first. He said, "Hi. This is what the trader said. CP, teens, and all group links available. Which package are you interested and what's your budget?" He said CP 25.
Gideon found out about that because of her blowing the whistle on it. Then they teamed up as well as Predator Poachers. They went to the police, they submitted the evidence, and then also publicly started to out some of the evidence so that way people could see it and stay away from him. And I've talked about this a lot. I think when it comes to shit like this, putting it out in the public is extremely important. Making sure that it doesn't...
Well, yeah, because you can never count on the police to actually do anything sometimes.
Compromise
like most of the time you would hope that you could, but unfortunately the fact of the matter is that that's not an all the time.
Investigation on it, but also alerting the community so they can stay safe as well and avoid these kind of fucking monsters. So I totally understand that approach. And what you were seeing there is some Telegram messages. Gideon goes through a lot of them. This is him trying to purchase CP for $25, and this became a meme in his community, as well as like a couple other looks maxers made it like a joke to try and water it down and like sterilize it, like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, haha, $25 for cheese pizza, which they all keep calling it on TikTok. So he even posted like a 5x5 joke about it.
Oh, his manager.
Oh, so he joked about it. Well, that's funny. Hopefully whenever he's in jail, he can continue to joke about it.
Who I will be outing later is purposely telling his client.
Yo, W Gideon.
Jokes about him buying
or Gideon.
CP. CSAM. That $25 he spent $25 to watch and jack off.
No.
He said hi. They said hi. CP
posted that show him cruising these telegrams attempting to purchase CP. So Hulo, I'm just going to call him Mason. His real name's Mason. I don't know how the fuck to say his stupid handle online. So Mason was going around trying to purchase all of these videos and did successfully buy them. And was then confronted directly where he just started singing. He just
defend him all you want. You guys can make all the memes and jokes and all that. But keep in mind, this man has a 10-year-old sister and an infant sister as well. And listen to what he admitted.
Like that you saw?
It is Gideon.
A little bit of that. I guess.
Okay. So I'm just going to ask you straight up because you've been straight up with us. You're going to be straight up with this too. Did you masturbate to those videos of the 12-year-old?
Nope. Can't do that.
Deleted them. Also, it says he, told the police. When directly confronted, he openly admits to it. And it's all
I figured he did.
On camera. And now
I wonder if he knew the camera was there.
Is being charged with 15 counts of this. Evil. He is buying videos of.
So what you got to do with this person is convict him and then give him a little taste of this. Give him a little bit of this here. You see what I'm saying? Like,
placed naked in the metal room.
give him a little bit of this.
Grit sandpaper conveyor belt floor. Room with a rough grit sandpaper conveyor belt floor.
Let that sink in.
Metal room with a rough grit sandpaper conveyor belt floor. The floor is moving very slowly and never stops.
That's right.
The victim would have to walk constantly to avoid being scraped. The victim will tire and pass out, and the conveyor would pin him against the wall and start scraping his flesh. This will wake the victim up and keep him in agony until he bleeds out days later.
See what I'm saying? Like, and what we could do is we could set up chairs and we could like sell tickets, help out the prison system. Get some popcorn sales up in there, give them charge that outrageous price. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can like make you can make bets on how long you think he's gonna live. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit! I didn't mean to close that. Damn it! Charlie? I didn't mean to click that. Playlist.
Someone I know who doesn't believe.
And we'll save this. 9:16. Yeah. So, this lady's making a comeback.
This is going to be amazing.
There's a certain level of wealth and accumulation that is unearned, right? You can't
Unearned, I mean.
earn $1 billion.
That's right.
Okay.
You just can't earn that.
That's exactly correct.
What does that
You
mean?
can get market power.
The problem is that this is the issue that these people have. You're basically relying just pure.
I don't understand this massive hatred towards capitalism. Like, I get the frustration with it, I do. But you realize that you live in one of the only countries in the entire world where you can be a poor person like Asmongold, who has no health care, and a parent with debt out the ass, and your teeth become all rotten and they fall out, and you can become a millionaire. And you don't have to worry about the government taking that money away from you. I don't understand what this massive hatred towards that mentality is. Do you really want to live in a world where no matter how hard, I get that it's really hard to become a millionaire or a billionaire. I get it. But I worked with somebody at Walmart that invested in crypto, in specifically Bitcoin. And he asked me, he was like, "Hey man, I got a friend of mine that says that this coin's going to go crazy. If you want to invest in it, I'll hook you up." And I'm like, "I don't have any money." He's like, "Dude, I will give you $200 worth of this crypto if you give me a percentage of it." And I like an idiot said, "Nah." He called in the next day and told the managers to go fuck themselves. And that was the last time I ever saw him. I saw him on Facebook before I think my account got hacked. I don't even know. And he was living in like a skyscraper with like, new cars, new everything, like wealthy motherfucker, dude. It's like we're the only country in the world where you don't have to worry about the government taking that away from you. I don't
on people that already agree with you.
I just don't
like
get it.
The person that's interviewing you to be like, yes. What does earn even mean? If you make something that's like
Let's go,
patented,
Megabyte.
and then you sell it to a company, and the company pays you $1 billion for it, did you earn it? Where's the logic here? Like, what is?
You're never gonna work. Like, I'm sorry, guys. Here's the thing. When have you heard a billionaire ever earning $1 billion or $1 million? Unless you're Elon Musk and you're willing to take on the massive headache of what he had to do to get Tesla off the ground, most people didn't work their way into millions of dollars. They invested in something that blew up. They started a company that got very famous and rich. They knew people in high places that helped them out. I'm sorry, but like, I get the American dream is all. The American dream was being able to support your family on one income, owning a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, having like 2 or 3 kids, right? That was the American dream. The American dream was never to be a billionaire. It was never to be a trillionaire. It was never to be a millionaire. The American dream was that. That was the American dream. Now, you've got these people running around trying to tell you that, well, the American dream is dead because of this, and it's like, no, that was never the American dream. The American dream, which is dead, by the way, it is dead, was being able to support an entire family on one income and own a house, That was the American dream. That's why so many other countries wanted to migrate to America. And now, most of them are here and they're anti-American because they never wanted to come here anyway. So the government has to support them to get their votes. Like,
it's mean.
Yep. You can pay people less than what they're worth.
Yep.
You mean like how they do with illegal
How's it going,
aliens
T.
that you're
Shipley?
fighting to keep inside the country, tooth
Amazon
and nail?
guys
That's a
started
big
stealing
problem.
used books online.
Ooh.
But you can't earn that, right?
That's
And
right.
so you have to create a myth. Since you didn't earn that, you have to create a myth of earning it.
Amazon guys started selling used books online out of his garage and kept investing in and growing his company into what it is now. Yeah, like, unless you're willing to take that steep plummet off of the cliff, 9 times out of 10, if you're working your dead-end job and you're never going to move up, that's going to be your life. I'm not saying quit your job, but at the same time, if you're not happy, maybe on your time off, try to find something that you want to do that supports you, you know? Maybe go to college on your time off. I don't know, like, I know that's way easier said than done, but at the end of the day...
Really?
You have to be more profitable and more profitable and more profitable.
Yeah,
it's not enough to
you're
be
right.
a profitable business. And so once they've rounded up every person in this country, who do you think is next?
This is the thing about, I said...
What do you mean? Rounded up everybody in the country, who do you think is next? Nobody, because then all the people that have invaded the country will be gone. What do you mean?
Segue. So yeah, they just want to keep making more money. And so what do you think's going to happen after they round everybody up? What a holy!
I mentioned genocidal frameworks before, like as
genocidal frameworks.
No, I just don't get this.
Frameworks? What?
Growing up as a Jew, as a minority, where I grew up, and going to Hebrew school and learning about the Holocaust, I was like, holy shit.
I can't stand these people that try to take on their family's burden of, well, I was this race and like, you see a lot with the African American communities nowadays is like, oh, but the slaves back then, and it's like, bro, have you even talked to anybody that was actually a slave in your lifetime? That's part of your family. Like, stop trying to take on this emotional debt that you never had. Like, it's disgusting. It genuinely, like, oh, but my family that was Jewish back before I was born when they were tortured and all this, and it's like, but that wasn't you. You were trying to take on this emotional, you're trying to manipulate the victims and what they went through for your own emotional presence and moving forward. Stop it. It's no different than calling people Nazis or fascists, dude. It's disgusting. Stop it. It's gross. It's awful. Yeah, for sure. Like the people that went through the Holocaust have come forward and said they don't even, like, the people that are like, oh, the genocide, they're like, dude, they straight up say that they have no idea what they're talking about. Like, they would totally slap these people in the face and say, no, absolutely not. Like, what they went through is horrible. What the actual slaves of America went through is awful. They used to rip their teeth out and give it to people for dentures, to white people. And you're trying to take that dead on from them? Bro, no, absolutely not. It's disgusting.
Like, this is crazy. It wasn't taught in school. But
Wait, you think that we didn't learn
And I love that this person that's like, well, I'm Jewish and I learned about the Holocaust, but did you live it? Did you fucking live it? No, you didn't. You learned about it in a book. That is not the same.
Holocaust?
the way that I've come to understand this system is that, like, there's a spectrum of true democracy, which, like you said, Black people and Black Americans in this country have been building since they were, captured and brought here.
Really a democracy.
Captured by other Black people, by other African warlords that sold them into slavery to...
That's right.
Jewish and European slave traders. Just important to keep in mind.
Until 1960.
No, you see, they got to keep it as vague as possible, because if they don't, then their narrative falls apart.
That's right. 1965.
That's exactly right.
Voting rights and civil rights.
We were
apartheid before then.
That's exactly right.
Apartheid?
Right. It's 70 years old.
Is this the new word that they're...
this system, 80 years old?
Black Americans really created democracy in this country.
Right. That's exactly right.
They literally made something from nothing. It is just beyond me.
It's like there's a true democracy and fascism. And it's just about the dials, these genocidal frameworks. And they're just turning the dials up on trans people. They're turning the dial up on the genocidal framework.
What does democracy have to do with being trans? What the fuck?
On Black people, and right now
what really bothers me with the trans movements too is that they're doing the same thing. I actually talked a little about this yesterday with my fiance, and I talked about how it bothers me a lot. So, like, my mom knew a lot of lesbians. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna be honest about it. She said to me, my mom told me, she's like, I'd never date them, but they're the nicest people you'll ever meet. Right? And the reason for that is because of what they went through being a lesbian in those days. Like, they were beaten, they were bullied, some of them were ran over just for being the way they are by, like, school members, by people they worked with. It was a horrible time for them. And now you've got these schizos running around that weren't even part of that, acting like they've been attacked constantly, crashing out in GameStop, acting like they hold that like, there's a reason why the old school LGB wants to tear away from the TQ plus part of that stuff now. The TQ plus have no idea what the original community had to go through to get same-sex marriage. The beatings they took, and it's awful. It is. It's a terrible fucking thing. But now we have these generations that are trying to backpack this mentality from the people the actual victims of these awful, heinous things that happen to them, and it's disgusting. It is. It's fucking awful. Oh, well, you see, we need more rights because the LGBT community was attacked and hurt. Yeah, you're right, they were. You don't really see it as much anymore. There's still some schizos out there that should be in jail whenever it comes to hurting people, period. But, like, at the same time, when you try to shoulder, well, I've been oppressed and beaten and you've never even been in a fight. You've never been beaten. That's bullshit. It's a very reoccurring thing I keep seeing constantly, and it kind of stuck out to me with the LGBT community recently, and that's what made me kind of think about it. And then I was like, wait a minute. This hasn't happened just here. It happened with victims that are people that weren't part of the Holocaust. It also happened with, you know, the slaves, and it's like everywhere in American, it's like ingrained in America that we have these next generation people that are trying to shoulder this burden that was never theirs because they read it in a book. And it blows my mind. It genuinely blows my mind.
With being trans.
And it's not even African Americans that are saying this stuff. It's white people. White people are trying to make the African American communities and the Holocaust descendants shoulder this burden for no fucking reason. Like, what the fuck? It's just crazy.
On Black people, and right now the dial is being turned up, specifically Latino immigrants, but immigrants of color. And
no, it's about they make an effort to launder the good reputation of legal immigrants that come to America and want to improve their lives and improve America in the process.
No. We should never erase history, ever. History is supposed to be a testament on what not to do, right? But at the same time, there are some parts of history that you do question because, like, now we've got people trying to compare what's going on with ICE as the Gestapo, and it's like, if you're not going to talk about every detail of history and only cover it briefly, well, I mean, these things do sound a lot alike, but America isn't Germany. America isn't Russia. It's America. It's not the same thing, not even remotely. Just because you cherry pick out a few statements that seem the same doesn't make it the same thing. And emphasizing on these things like LGBTQ month or whatever, or how do we have a day where the founding fathers made America a day, but we got an entire month for people sucking each other's dick? Like, I don't get that. It's the same thing with, like, was it like, Black History Month. Why does it need a whole, like, even actors have come forward, even people that have, like, other African Americans have come forward and said, why a whole month? It doesn't make any sense. Like, maybe a weekend or a day, like, even veterans get, like, a weekend. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Why bring it up in such a way that makes it like a constant? Like, you don't see Nazi Day in Germany. Like, holy shit. Or like Holocaust Day or week, you know? Or what are we doing?
Why are you laundering illegal aliens through their good reputation? Why are you intentionally misunderstanding and misstating this?
About the Holocaust.
Yeah,
about
an illegal alien is not the same as an immigrant. They are not the same.
I've never seen so many buzzwords put together at the same time. I feel like I'm looking at a YouTube video's taglines.
Religious leader who was in a concentration camp was like, first they came for the Jews, then they came for and then they came for me. And you know, I think the story that's
first they came for the illegal aliens, then they came for the rapists, then they came for the shoplifters, and then all the problems went away, so they stopped coming for people. Look at El Salvador. This is a total fantasy.
I think it is turning inside out. I do think mainstream.
Yeah, I don't do call-ins.
Audience.
I don't care about Black History Month. Some of my best friends that I had were black. Like, I've dated black women. I don't see skin color. What I see is history that is so pent up and continued to, like, do you know what it's like to have to relive your lineage for an entire month, every single day of your life, every single year. They're constantly reminded of it when it's supposed to be a page in a history book of what we learned we shouldn't do. Like, it feels like it's celebrated almost, if that makes any sense, of like the slavery. That's not how it's supposed to be. They have museums for it, have plantations that are museums, but to sit here and celebrate it for a whole month along with LGBTQ plus for an entire, like, that's a bit much.
Are understanding what's happening, because every click, every scroll, every like.
No, they're not. This video only has 3,000 views. That's really bad. Some of the dumbest quotes I've ever heard are throughout this interview. Black Americans really created democracy. Every comment is negative. Everybody thinks these people are retarded. So embarrassing, man. And
well, here's the reason why Black History Month has done more harm than good to African Americans and their lineage. Because whenever, let's say you have a job, right? You own a business, and you want to hire somebody that's going to leave a good impression, but you immediately have this weird thought of, well, if I hire a black person, and you can't say this hasn't happened, because this has happened. Like, this is definitely something that happened. I don't know if it's still, I would hope that it's not still happening. But they would have this mentality of, well, if I hire that person, I'm going to have to hear about their lineage during Black History Month, or you know, like, I'm going to have to hear, well, you know, because I'm a white guy, oh, it's because it's because they're black, or, you know, whatever kind of bullshit. And that just having to sit there and have that mental wrestle, that tussle in your head, would make somebody that's hiring a individual harder. If that makes any sense. And if you apply this concept to one bad apple ruins the bunch, you have a big fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, why would I hire this person if I think that they might feel the need to tell me that they're owed this because of X, Y, and Z reason? You're not going to want to hire that person, if that makes any sense. Now, this was probably like the 2000s to like the 2012 mindset. Like I said, I don't think it's still around today. I would hope that it's fucking not. But it would have made it even harder to get jobs as, you know, African Americans. That's just what it is. I mean, like, it's the mentality that it ingrains in them for that. Like, I can understand giving them a weekend or giving them like a day, just like veterans, just like the day they made they formed the damn America. But the same thing with LGBT communities. They had to give you an even better, broader idea, they had to make DEI and woke programs in the government that would give money to jobs to business owners for hiring diversely, because of how much damage those month-long the month-long LGBTQ plus celebrations went. So you can't tell me it's nothing they haven't thought about. They've obviously done it. It's obviously a problem. Why continue to cause the problem if it's a problem? Like, give them a weekend, give them a day. But the whole goddamn month, that's a bit excessive.
The 3,000 viewers are promised 3,000 years ago. I mean, it's so.
It is. It's a whole month of virtue. It is. That's absolutely what it is.
What to say? It's so sad.
Republicans' idea of what Los Angeles looks like. This is really not.
Spencer Pratt is a man on a mission.
Decoy, hell yeah, Decoy. Go check out Decoy on YouTube. I need to start hitting these people's likes buttons on their stream, on their content, man. I keep
After Mayor Bass allowed his house to be burned down, this is
Mayor Bass.
What Los Angeles looks like. This is really not.
Spencer.
So there's a candidate running in California that had his house burnt down.
Pratt is a man on a mission, as after Mayor Bass allowed his house to be burned down, this isn't so much a campaign
Spencer Pratt had his house burned down.
Mayor, as it's a revenge tour, as at LA's debate for mayor.
I can't believe he made it to the top 3. I hope he wins, bro. I hope he wins.
Right into Bass's failures during the Orson fires that burned down the city.
To the Mayor Karen Bass's, the 1,000 firefighters that were available, but there was no engines for them because of the $17 million.
Yeah, we need an asshole appreciation month, man. I would excel at that.
Chief Crowley had asked the mayor for 9 weeks before, and Mayor Karen Bass denied it. She drained both of these reservoirs that these firefighters needed. The winds.
I agree with that. There shouldn't be a month for anything. There's no need for it.
Never reached higher than 40 miles per hour. For those first 6 hours, they didn't go above 27 miles per hour.
He's saying several things that are completely inaccurate. First of all, there was one reservoir that was out of commission. So the winds reached...
Shouldn't be no reservoir out of commission. You know why? Because California is notorious for burning to the fucking ground. There shouldn't be no reservoir empty or out of service, fucking period. Whenever I covered the LA wildfires that were going on last year, I saw a bunch of firemen standing around with empty fucking nozzles. It seemed pretty fucking accurate to me, asshole.
Close to 100 miles an hour, and the planes were unable to fly. So if there were reservoirs, if that reservoir had been open...
And there it is. And there it is. And if there were reservoirs, they couldn't have done it anyway. Well, there it is, huh? Don't you just hate to see it?
She's an incredible liar. Everyone on their phones, Google it. 40 weather stations in the Pacific Palisades. It never went above 40 miles per hour. She is referencing the Altadena fire.
I have to interrupt you.
Now, of course, the moderators will step in to assist.
They're going to step in because they're paid to step in. They got to make sure their narrative stays under the control of what they want.
The establishment candidate, but it just highlights how desperate they are to dispel the truth.
They are desperate to maintain power.
Covered their lies in depth back in 2025.
Yes, we did. Yes, sir. I was there every day giving my firefighting experience on that fire. I saw so many fucking problems, it wasn't even funny, bro. I was so mad. I was so mad. Every day I would go live and we would talk about this. Every day I did.
Trash came back from Ghana and basically refused to answer any questions. Even Fox News tried to cover for her.
You gotta have
Damn, look at
water,
that, man.
And my understanding is the reservoir was not refilled in time and in a timely manner to keep the hydrants going.
Despite what you have heard...
And you know what really pissed me off about this whole fucking thing? People lost their lives, their homes. The insurance companies left the area because this is so prominent to the area that the fire insurance companies completely left almost the entire state. Prior to this big fire, it was her job to maintain those forests and keep this from happening. They were being given millions of taxpayer dollars to maintain that fucking forest, and they didn't do a damn thing. And now almost the entire fucking city burnt down because of that.
From Caruso, no firefighters have told us that they are running out of water.
And let's go out to Gigi Graciette. She is live in Pacific Palisades.
Well, firefighters have told me they have no water on this block, and you may be...
No matter how much you hate the mainstream media, you don't hate them enough. And even when CNN admitted it, they framed it as the homeowner's fault.
And those water tanks ran dry. Part of the problem is a lot of people are using hoses, trying to understandably hose down their lawns, hoping that will stop the fire.
What the fuck?
A lot of firefighters will say
crazy.
That's not going to stop a fire like this from burning down your house.
So just over a year later, Mayor Basura is going to pretend this didn't happen. But for the people like Spencer Pratt, who actually had their homes burned down, it's not something he'd simply forget and believe Basura's revisionist history. But now, Bass's asinine campaign is saying she's the real victim.
It was one of the worst.
I love to hear it. You want to be a victim? We gonna turn you into a victim. Don't worry about
moments
it.
of my life to not be here when my city needed me. And it didn't matter where I was or why I was away. To me, it reminds me of like if you're away and a family member is in an accident. But I think that I deserve a second term, and I'm going to fight for that because we have made significant progress in a variety of areas.
Like what? Like what?
For example, homelessness was going up year after year.
It still is up. What you talking about? It hasn't changed. It's gotten worse. You know why? Because no one has a home now because it's burnt down.
And under my watch, it is the first time we've had a decrease in street homelessness.
And let's be clear, this is
what?
Also something we've covered on this channel, as LA only decreased homelessness because 1, they changed the parameters of who qualified as homeless, meaning
Yep. And there it is, boys. There it is.
living in your car didn't count anymore, and then they both reduced the amount of employees counting and the hours they were allowed to count.
Do you feel like, based on what you're seeing, that we have an accurate count or idea of how many homeless live within?
How's it going, BC boy?
No, the only numbers that got counted were the night counts, which the night counts were pretty much zeros.
Do you think overall Loss is trying to keep the numbers lower?
Obviously they are. They've got their terms coming up, so they're trying to be like, oh, but the homeless, like, you can't tell me homelessness went down, bro. You know how many people don't have a house anymore because it fucking burnt down because you're dumbass? Like,
It's going to impact the mayor because she's telling people that homelessness is down, but based on what I see on the streets, it's not down.
It's not. It's worse
in itself. The real reason they could
like,
say,
like, you realize that they took over that state, Newsom and that mayor, Karen Bass, and it literally burnt to the ground. Literally burnt to the ground.
they're ending homelessness is in LA. Over 6 of them die every single day, as Mayor Basura's rampant drug problem has somehow been rebranded as a win for homelessness. But at least Spencer actually knows what's ailing Los Angeles.
They are on super meth. They are on fentanyl. The DEA statistic says 93% of this is a drug addiction problem. Councilwoman Robbins' plan for treatment first, I will go below the Harbor Freeway tomorrow with her, and we can find some of these people she's gonna offer treatment for. She's gonna get stabbed in the neck. These people do not want a bed. They want fentanyl or super meth. These ideas cost us over $400.
They don't work. The problem is that they've tried these ideas for 5-10 years now. They don't work. Put them in jail and it forces them to get weaned off of this drug. You are better off putting them in jail for that reason. It will force them off of that drug.
$100 million to house for 70, what did you say, 3,000 people for $400 million? This is an absolute failure for both of them.
As a homeless industrial complex is real, why would the Democrats solve any of this mass suffering in their city?
It might be meth laced with fentanyl, probably.
Just endlessly collect blank
Yo, look at
checks.
that. Yo, they got trash on the side of the road and they just burning that shit in the bike lane. Look at it. Like, this place looks like a damn war zone. This kind of reminds me of Mortal Kombat. You remember in Mortal Kombat when was it Liu Kang? He went into that other realm where he fought a reptile. That's what this reminds me of.
Well, the only thing worse than a corrupt mayor is someone that wants to be a corrupt mayor.
Do you support the ordinance that restricts encampments in front of schools or daycare centers? Mayor Bass, I'm going to start with you. Yes or no? Ms. Rahman, yes or no?
I support keeping our streets safe. I did vote against the structure of this particular ordinance. And it is because, at its best,
it's a yes or no.
It does not, the way this ordinance...
Ooh, look at that. Look at their faces. You can tell how something is going by looking at their faces. Look at their faces. Look at hers. Look at hers.
And our streets...
Ms. Rahman, yes or no?
I support keeping our streets safe. I did vote
Look at
against the
his.
structure of this particular ordinance. And it is because, at its best,
it's a yes or no.
It does not, the way this ordinance was structured,
It's no.
It
Yes
does,
or no.
it does
Yes
not
or
keep,
no.
it
We'll
does
take
not
that
keep
as a
our
no.
children.
It's hilarious to see
That's right. They got to mental gymnastic their way through it, guys. They got to make it sound like it's bad.
A simple question becomes such a nonsensical word salad. But the sad fact is, she can't simply say no. As Spencer shows, homelessness is her cash cow.
You know how Nithya...
It is. It's all of theirs. I mean, whenever you've got people that are claiming that they're from City Hall, this is all claimed, by the way, being recorded, saying that they're from City Hall, handing out cigarettes and phones and money, like little pay cards, to homeless people so they can get signatures on stuff. Of course they are. Like,
under taxpayer money into her own homeless nonprofit. Well, both she and Karen Basura would love for you to forget the Shelby fraud when developer Stephen Taylor bought a property for $11 million, and then just a few weeks later, he was able to flip it to an LA homeless nonprofit for $27.3 million. Karen Basura apparently even called the developer personally begging for the property. And despite the developer being arrested and an ongoing federal investigation, Ram Manchurian and the LA City Council still support the project.
It's like these shady politicians don't see their citizens' problems as issues to fix, but
no, they're abusing it. They're just using it. They want it
to make themselves rich.
Allegedly.
As the primary, if not only reason I moved out of Los Angeles 2 years ago was the continuous rampant rise in crime. While Spencer wants to spend money to solve it.
What is your strategy for getting more people, recruiting more officers and paying for them?
First off, I'm going to bring hiring back to the LAPD. Right now, the LAPD is hired by the same people that hire sanitation, and we need to...
That doesn't make any fucking sense. That doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. Like, what? So the same people that hire for sanitation companies for the city are the same people that hire for the police? How does that make... That would be like if the fire department did its hiring through the police department. How the fuck does that even make any sense? Those are two completely different college classes. Like, what?
Back like it was 20 plus years ago. This idea that Councilwoman Rahman keeps saying that the police department is overfunded, public safety should be our #1 priority.
Rahman wants to sell you some silly socialist fantasy.
The safety of people in Los Angeles is absolutely essential. But that's why I think we have to start getting honest with people about how we're actually going to respond. So many calls that are coming into LAPD do not require armed officer response.
The whole
Wait, what did that say?
Many calls that are coming. Start getting honest with people about how we're actually going to respond. So many calls that are coming into LAPD do not require armed officer response.
I've heard stories of people being pizza delivery guys, knocking on somebody's door and then getting shot in the face with a shotgun and dying. What do you mean? Like, my friend worked at a pizza place where they weren't allowed to go to a specific address because one of their pizza delivery guys had been killed. What do you mean? How are these people in politics? Like, what the fuck?
To fund the police and replace them with social workers has never worked, especially in the same city that already tried it. They replaced the actual police with these unarmed Metro ambassadors who just sit there and watch as you get assaulted. Their colorful outfits just make them look like rodeo clowns watching us get tossed around by the criminals they refuse to do anything about. But keep in mind, Rahman is a city council member who just unanimously voted to stop LAPD from making traffic stops based on what they consider minor violations. Meanwhile,
Wait, what?
Based on what?
Expired registration tags, non-functioning taillights. That's a big one. A non-functioning taillight means that if somebody doesn't have a taillight, they can run into you and cause a roadside hazard. How is that something that's not... You can't be pulled over in California if your taillight doesn't work? Are you fucking kidding me? Broken mirror? How are you gonna, like... Dude, what? Illegal tint, loud exhaust, missing plates. So you can drive a car in LA without any license plates? What? How?
They consider minor violations.
I didn't even know that you could get pulled over for a cracked windshield. I did not know that.
Based on what they consider minor violations. Meanwhile, using high-tech, expensive cameras to automatically ticket law-abiding drivers. It's this common theme they constantly repeat. Refuse to enforce any laws on the EBT tribes, meanwhile finding dystopian measures on how to fine and tax anybody dumb enough to still follow the rules. But when someone comes in to actually enforce a law and protect the citizens, Mayor Basura wants to take credit.
Who ordered this operation with the feds? Is it a sign that our communities are not safe?
No, actually, that operation was ordered by the feds. However, we have been working in collaboration because we were very well aware of the drug dealing that was taking place there. We have used a comprehensive approach when it comes to MacArthur Park. Multiple things are needed. And so what happened a couple of hours ago was an action that had been in the works for many, many years.
Yes, the feds had to step in to do our job, but we were aware of this, allowing it to take place for many years, so let's go ahead and call it a joint operation. But remember, last time the feds came in to MacArthur Park specifically, she ran down there to make her social media moment against the feds stepping in.
Yes, my comment is they need to leave, and they need to leave right now. They need to leave because this is unacceptable.
It's a joint operation, but remember,
Approach when it comes to MacArthur.
the feds had to step in to do our job, but we were aware of this, allowing it to take place for many years, so let's go ahead and call it a joint operation. But remember, last time the feds came in to MacArthur Park specifically, she ran down there to make her social media moment against the feds stepping in.
Yes, my comment is they need to leave.
Oh, cry about it. They're not going anywhere. They're the federal government. All the money that even funds where you're sitting at, your glasses and your stupid little jacket, that's all federal funding. You want that money? You need the federal government.
And they need to leave right now. They need to leave because this is unacceptable. Who did you speak with? Wait and see. Mayor Bass,
The American people voted for it. Accept it. Get used to it. It's not going anywhere.
When this federal raid targeted that same park, stopping enough fentanyl to kill over 190,000 people, of course some of the arrests were on individuals already wearing ankle monitors. You really wonder...
Wow. Why am I not surprised?
The arrests were on individuals...
Look, ankle monitor. A monitor. Ankle monitor.
You really wonder who let these people free to offend again, but it's probably the same people that allowed them to operate in broad daylight with protection against federal law enforcement in this sanctuary city.
You remember what I said? Sanctuary city. I hear treason. It seems to ring true, don't it, boys
Endangering all
and
of
ladies?
us with their narcotics. Also, the Democrats can secure their new voter base.
Non-citizens, should they be allowed to vote in local...
Fuck no. What the fuck? That doesn't even make any sense. Why the fuck should why should an illegal alien immigrant be able to vote? Like, what? That is crazy. I never even thought I'd have to say that.
Elections. Is this a yes or no, Mr. Pratt?
No.
Mayor Bass?
It depends. It's not a yes or no.
It is a yes or no. No. It is a yes or no question. Should an illegal immigrant be able to vote? Yes or no?
First of all, when you say non-citizens, it doesn't mean they're here illegal.
It does depend. In other places, school boards have non-citizens.
Yes or no?
Non-citizens who
Mr. Pratt, I have a question for you.
Again, it's a 5-on-1 debate, as they've evaded admitting that illegals voting has always been their plan, but their mask has slowly been slipping the more they use your tax dollars to protect their new voter base.
A bold message now posted across Los Angeles, signs going...
I saw this. I've seen this signs.
Been slipping the more they use your tax dollars to protect their new voter base.
A bold message.
This property is owned or controlled by the city of Los Angeles. It may only be used for its intended city purpose and not used for immigration enforcement as a staging area, processing location, or operation base. Mayor Karen Bass, Executive Directive 17. You know what ICE does? And you know what the federal advisor for ICE has said about these signs? They just ignore it. You know why? Because taxpayer money paid for these fucking signs. And where did the taxpayer money come from? The federal government.
Now posted across Los Angeles, signs going
Bro,
up.
straight up, they asked him what was going to happen, what they did with these signs, and then they said the advisor was like, "We just ignore them because they can't do anything."
City property off limits for ICE.
The signs have no legal weight, force, or effect on anything the federal government does.
There it
More
is.
than 450
There
of
it
these
is.
signs now posted at parking lots, libraries, the LA Zoo,
Getting ready to leave?
and notably MacArthur Park. One sign and installation could run about $500, bringing
They spent
total to around $250,000.
They spent $250,000 to put up a bunch of signs that the federal government can just ignore. Don't you just love it?
These signs
should have just, man, you could have given me that money. I'd have been able to solve a lot of problems in my life with that money. Shit.
are completely unenforceable and nothing but an empty gesture to show how they're fighting Trump again. The problem being, the city's currently in a $1 billion budget deficit. Mayor Basora wouldn't dare cut into her virtue signaling sign budget, but good luck to the schools, police, or even providing water for firefighters. So hopefully Los Angeles residents will save themselves and vote for Spencer Pratt, as he's the only one who can fix the city.
I didn't come here looking for apologies. They apologize, it admits their failures. And I'm up here because of their failures. That's the only reason I'm running, because I said enough of these failures. We need an outsider. No more politicians, no more lying. We need the truth.
That's
And
right.
even though I don't live there anymore, I'm still
If I lived in LA, he'd be the guy that I'd be voting for. 100%. And it's not even that the other two candidates, they've already tried their approach to things, and nothing has changed, and it's gotten tremendously worse for a lot of the LA citizens. The best thing they can do is vote for that guy, honestly. That's how Trump ended up back in power, is because the American people were so desperate they needed something, they needed change. And Trump may not be the most graceful, but he's still doing the best that he can, and he's still doing stuff every single week. So,
when
like,
absolutely everybody I know that does vote for Spencer Pratt and tell 2 more people they need to as well. And judging by the local NBC affiliate,
holy shit! Oh my god! Yo, that's not even, that's a slaughter. That's where the genocide is in America right there. Holy shit.
survey, he's absolutely crushing both Democrats. So share this video with anybody that doesn't necessarily have the time to watch a full hour-long debate.
And the U.S. bombed Iran? What? What do you mean?
Wait, did more stuff happen yesterday after I got off? How tonight's happened per Iran's reporting U.S. fires on Iranian oil tanker. We saw that. IRGC retaliates missile. Really? They fired at U.S. warships. U.S. strikes the launcher site. Dude. Each side calls the other the aggressor. Each side is right.
What happened tonight? Oh my god. There's more Iran, but holy shit.
What did this?
This is insane. Okay, war is back on the menu. An unknown object over Sirik, southwest Iran, filmed minutes ago. Sirik south of the mouth of the Strait of Hormuz. What the hell is that? It's just the red dot. Per Iran's reporting? I guess so. I don't know. It's not really a lot to go based off of this. U.S. fires on Iranian oil tanker. IRGC retaliates. U.S. missiles at warships. U.S. strikes the launch sites. I'm surprised they even have any left. What is this here? U.S. military has carried out strikes on Iran's Bandar. What is this? Oh, here's another one. So the war is back on. Holy shit.
Really? Hold on. Oh, it is. Dragged for latest claim. Gotta be kidding me. Traded fire. Strait of Hormuz. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. It might be back on, boys. Hold on.
Speaker down?
No, stop it.
I'm not so back as a dramatic escalation of the war. I mean, can you even escalate the war? I feel like it's already escalated.
Reporting duties yet again there. And Lucas, hello.
Yeah, how does it escalate
Good
anymore?
morning, Bill. If that Iranian tanker had been full of oil, there would have been no rudder to take out because it would have been below the waterline. It's the first time in history an F-18 Super Hornet has taken out a tanker going to guns to do it. And U.S. Central Command...
So they just blew up the oil tanker now. Holy shit.
...out with a statement about the incident saying,
should have done it, huh?
American forces issued multiple warnings and informed the Iranian-flagged vessel it was in violation of the U.S. blockade.
Oh, but somehow we're the aggressors, huh? They got to be desperate. I've been saying that for a couple days now with these tankers that have been trying to just go through the line. They're desperate, so they just blew that bitch up. They would not stop, so they just blew it up. They just blew it up out of the water.
So now we're blockading it, and they didn't listen, and so we blew it up. Okay, yeah, it makes sense.
Fair enough. Okay.
Sure. The ship was called. Crew failed to comply with repeated warnings. U.S. forces
Maybe you shouldn't have done that, huh?
Disabled the tanker's rudder. Hasna is no longer transiting to Iran.
Yeah.
So the F-18
Shouldn't have done
went
it.
to guns
That's right. More reefs, boys. More reefs.
Unloaded Iranian
Yes, sir.
oil tanker's rudder while trying to run the blockade en route to Iran. We don't know where she came from right now. It's not the first unique kill in history. Recall that F-22 that took out the Chinese spy balloon off the coast of South Carolina.
So you mean to tell me that an F-22 Hornet took out that entire vessel? Holy shit, that's impressive. That's a big-ass ship, bro. That's insane. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, that Super Hornet launched from the 4-acre flight deck of the USS Abraham Lincoln on station in the
Big
Arabian
mistake.
Sea,
Shouldn't have fucked
enforcing the
around.
blockade.
Should have done
There
it,
are
huh?
3 squadrons of rhinos, as Super Hornets are also called, aboard Lincoln. Top Hatters, Black Aces, and Vigilantes. While top U.S. officials insist the ceasefire is holding, recall General Kane saying Tuesday, U.S. forces have come under attack.
I love how America is just blowing up, yeeting and deleting all their stuff. And America is just like, yeah, we're still at peace. Yeah, no, there's still a ceasefire. And then like they shot missiles at an American warship, and then they not only intercepted the missiles but blew up the site where the missiles came from. Yeah, no, we're still at a ceasefire. Yeah, it's okay. They're literally they're like, it's just like the Avatar movie where they shot the arrows at the spaceship before they blew up the tree. It's just like that. Like that's exactly what this is like.
More than 10 times in the past month.
Jesus.
One day after Project Freedom was announced, before scrapped, Iran fired a missile at a French-owned ship transiting the Strait of Hormuz after the French sent its only aircraft carrier through the Suez Canal into the Red Sea. So as we await Iran's response to the American proposal to have Iran scrap its nuclear
How much
program,
is gas in
hand
Texas?
over
I'm not
all
sure.
of its
I have to
enriched
go check.
uranium and open the Strait of Hormuz, it appears China wants a piece of the negotiations, hosting
I bet they
Iran's
do.
foreign minister 1 week before President Trump heads to Beijing. So right now, there's more than
US military is different,
1,500
the precision,
ships
man.
that remain stuck in the Persian
I
Gulf,
guess so.
many loaded with oil and fertilizer. Typically, about 140 ships transit the Strait of Hormuz each day, Bill. Today,
140? Well, now it's 139. U.S. ceasefire appears to have ended.
We've destroyed 130. How many?
140? Well, now it's 139. U.S. ceasefire appears to have.
Wait, what's 140?
typically about 140 ships transit the Strait of Hormuz each day, Bill. Today,
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, now it's 139.
The UAE has attacked Iran too.
Oh, dude, what? What did I say yesterday, boys? I said that yesterday. I was like, it's not just Israel and America they have to worry about anymore. It's the UAE. Dude, the UAE attacked Iran?
Appears to have ended.
Or Iran?
The UAE has attacked Iran too.
What?
So now we have new countries that are actively attacking Iran. Holy fuck. Is there information about this? Yeah, I don't know. I'll look this up and see if I can find it. U.S. military has now attacked Iranian oil tankers, exchanges of fire. I'm surprised they've been doing that. They haven't been doing that the whole time. Iran's already rebuilding the bridge destroyed. I bet they are. We rebuild, but we do not forget. That's why you got to keep bombing them.
Oh my God, Jesus fucking Christ, that scared the shit out of me. What the hell?
Yep, I bet they are.
Man, they gonna be rebuilding that damn thing for a minute. What if Trump just blows it up again after it's completely rebuilt?
This is exactly why I said, like, you can't you can't let these guys go. The U.S. military just conducted strikes in southern Iran, so they bombed this airport right here, or sorry, the water port. U.S. military carried out. Yeah, there's more of this. Following the this is from the Iran. Following the aggression.
A senior military official following the aggression of the invading U.S. army against an Iranian oil tanker. The enemy's aggressor units in the Strait of Hormuz area came under Iranian missile fire and either sustained damage were forced to flee.
Of the invading U.S. Army against Iranian oil tanker, the enemy's aggressor units in the Strait of Hormuz area came under Iranian missile fire. Yeah, I bet they were. Yeah, and is there more of this?
We won't let that happen, and so we're dealing with people that want to make a deal very much, and we'll see.
They want to make a deal. Apparently,
I don't think they want to make a deal. I think they're just fucking around until Trump gets out of power. I hope Trump stops getting the runaround on this.
Factory.
Come on, man. What are you doing?
Very much under control. The blockade is unbelievable. The Navy's been.
How's it going, Ken?
It's like a wall of steel. Nobody goes through. In particular,
how's it going?
They're not getting anything
joiners?
one way or the other.
Invading. We're in international waters. Yeah,
that's all they're doing is buying time. They've done it for 47 years. They're just doing it again, and Trump is too stupid to see it. That's genuinely what I think.
They are agreeing, and if they don't agree, they'll end up agreeing shortly thereafter.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the way it is. And I thought you might want to have a little rundown now. The fake news is.
Oh, shit.
In response to repeated attacks against the UAE, the Emirate Air Force has struck Iran. Jeez, man. Well, there you go. But remember, guys, they were only taking out United States military bases that were in those countries. They obviously weren't running drones into hotels in the UAE. They would never do that. No, surely never. It's all America's fault.
Is this one of the... I don't know. I'm really trying to think of... What? See this? Oh, it's like lagging out or something. I think the UAE attacking Iran is actually really...
I think that it was just a matter of time.
Really important.
Well, yeah, because like the narrative has been, well, how could you allow the Israel dogs, Israel this, Israel that? The UAE don't like them either. They're blowing them up too. Nobody in the Middle East likes the IRGC. Nobody likes them, bro. They're terrorists.
Let me explain the reason why. It totally destroys the narrative that this entire thing is being pushed by Israel.
Yeah.
Because the UAE has nothing to do with Israel. Like, it's a Muslim country, like the United Arab Emirates. Like, really, if the UAE is attacking them, very clearly this is not, the Jews controlling everything, right? For oil, no. Well, what I'm saying is that it removes the... Like, I mean, anybody who's still saying that now is a retard, right? I mean, like, what? Yeah, there are Muslim majority countries that are attacking Iran offensively. I think this is a massive difference, huge difference against Iran, right? And no U.S. assets were struck, not a surprise. U.S. CENTCOM eliminated inbound threats and targeted Iranian military facilities responsible for attacking U.S. forces, including missile and drone launch sites. I think that's pretty obvious. You hear directive. Like, that's what it seems like is happening. Is that, like, artists? Well, it's almost like, basically, they were all in a room, like, maybe a year ago, and they said, okay, if we get attacked, here are, it's like, you're playing chess. Here are the first 50 chess moves that you're going to make, and here are contingency plans for X, Y, and Z thing, right? That's what I think is basically happening. It's called a terrorist network. Well, I'm like, the definition is attack. I haven't seen that anywhere. Yeah, I do think it's really important to get rid of the have come from Iran. And so if Iran is neutralized, those other problems not only become a lot weaker, but they'll also probably disperse in a pretty big way, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, Iran, I think I know what he's talking about, the terrorism, isn't he?
A lot of this, like, Muslim terrorism,
Yeah.
like Islamic terrorism, it's coming out of Iran, whether it's Hezbollah, Hamas.
Well, they're using the terrorism to destabilize the Middle East and other parts of different countries. That's what they're doing. I mean, they've been doing it for years. It's known. And the minute that the IRGC falls and the money stops flowing to those terrorists across the Middle East, they're going to fall apart because they're not going to have any funding. Every bullet they fire will probably be the last one that enters the gun. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to have to use their stuff very sparingly to the point where it's going to fall apart. Unless they find another country to fund them.
There are other militia groups in Iraq. Like, a lot of the problems that we have come from Iran. And so if Iran is neutralized, those other problems not only become a lot weaker, but they'll also probably disperse in a pretty big way, right? Because they're not going to be funded. Or Pakistan. Well, we have a lot more connection with Pakistan than we do with Iran, very clearly. Check Jennifer and Griffin. Yeah, I'll look at that in just a second, okay? I'll pull it up. If we don't, it'll just let them raise another generation of terrorists.
It will.
Exactly.
It will, absolutely.
Like, I mean, the long different problems. People in Iran are good people that don't want to have anything to do with this, right? They don't even like their own government. I don't care. If we didn't attack first, we should have. We should have immediately gone after these people. Like, there's never going to be a point, this is my perspective, there's never going to be a point where the Iranian government will become reasonable or easy to work with.
It's because they, like, from everything that I've heard, it sounds to me like they hate Western culture and they are anti-American to the core. I mean, even in their own country in Iran, I mean, they kill people for having different views. They don't like the opposition. They don't like the fact that the Iranians have that mentality of the opposition, so they kill you. It is like, to its core, it is anti-American, anti-Western culture. Like, that's just what it is.
Any sort of, like, agreement that you have with them, they will break it the moment that they can.
Yeah.
They only use agreements and diplomacy.
It's to buy time so that way they can get what they want.
As a military strategy.
Yeah.
Like, everything is moving toward. But what I'm saying is that these people aren't on your side either. These are people that would that the reason why they hate Israel isn't because of their involvement in American politics. They want to tell you that that's the reason, but they actually might just hate Jews, and it has nothing to do with that at all. And, if they can make American voters and the American population think that, Israel is a bad actor, then hopefully they can weaken Israel's position because they have, like, an ideological enemy in Israel. And I've
seen a lot of people that had, like, decent accounts be like, well, how could America side with the Israel? And it's like, dude, you do realize that you heard that from an Iranian or an IRGC member that wants you to think that Israel is your enemy and wants you to have the, like, I don't really care about Israel. Israel is an afterthought when it comes to Iran. I don't really care. They're helping us with this, and I agree with that. But once this is over, the less that I see of Iran, the better I feel, in my opinion, because I can't stand looking at politicians that have the American flag next to the Israeli flag on their pin, on their their tuxedo chest plate. I don't like that at all. It makes me very uncomfortable as an American. If they're involved in our politics, they should definitely fuck off. But the thing is that the IRGC are weaponizing this mentality in Americans that, well, how could you support Israel? It's Israel's war. And it's like, you do realize that they've killed hundreds, thousands of soldiers. They've captured hundreds of them and made us pay millions of dollars to them to get them back, that they've used to make more bombs and more weapons to kill American soldiers. Like, it's not that they want to make you an enemy of Israel, But don't forget the real enemy here, and that is Iran. Like, don't fall for that narrative.
Saying that Israel is like good, but what I'm saying is that these people aren't on your side either.
Yeah, they're not.
These are people that would also want to demographically replace you. These are people that also think that America is full of infidels. These are people who are also, you know, not Western culture people. Like, these are people from a different group that are trying to convince you that by going against Israel, you're being in favor of America. You're not. You're just siding with one foreign power over another foreign power.
Yep.
And that's what it is. Why not hate both?
And the reason why I don't have a problem with Israel is because Israel hasn't really killed any Americans like that. So I don't really have a problem with Israel as of right now. Now, if a problem occurs, then, you know, we can do the same thing that we did to Iran. But
I hate both, but we're talking about Iran right now. So if you're constantly trying to reframe things around Israel, it's pretty obvious what you're trying to do. So yeah, so many Pakistani bot farms, I swear. It's not Pakistani bot.
I think it is. I have noticed ever since the Strait of Hormuz has popped up, the amount of these schizo bots that have been spamming my account over the past 4 months have completely disappeared, and it's a wonderful thing. It is a beautiful thing.
You kidding me, boy? This motherfucker got his headphones on. He told me to put my speaker down, and he got his motherfucking headphones on. You out your mind, my man.
Just why do you have to listen to the speaker?
I want to cut you. So shut your fucking mouth then. So shut.
So what is this? Is someone asked him to turn the speaker down? Who's it?
Gotta be kidding.
Why do you need a speaker, man? Why can't you just get headphones?
This motherfucker got his headphones on. He told me to put my speaker down, and he got his motherfucking headphones on. You out your mind, my man.
Just why do you have to listen to the speaker?
I want to cut you.
I can't stand this, bro. He's over there crashing out because he can't have his music blaring in the middle of a subway in a public area. Like, dude, what are you doing?
Shut your fucking mouth then. So shut your mouth then. Mind your business.
Bro's over there, like, trying to, he's got is that his phone? He's got his phone, trying to listen to music, trying to read at the same time, and you got this dude over here doing this, man.
Why you have to jump out there? You got headphones on.
He's literally just trying to read a book. Just trying to read.
Bitch. What, you think I was a punk or something? Yeah, that's the best thing you better do. Move, you bitch ass mother.
Remember what I said before about how, like, anybody that has this crash out over being perceived of being disrespected,
just jail for a year, man. Jail for a year.
Just lock them up. Just institutionalize them immediately.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what you gotta do.
Uh-huh.
That's what you better do. Yeah. 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 You don't want no drama with me, motherfucker. I'll cut your face open. Are you serious?
Is he like, see how he's threatening to harm him there? Just pull out a gun and shoot him. Problem solved. See that? See how he's just threatening him like that? If it was my society, bro wouldn't be around to threaten nobody anymore.
You gonna tell me to put my speaker down?
Isn't it crazy how easy this problem would be to solve? And we don't do it.
I'll cut your face. You know.
You know why? Because he's reading a book?
Don't record. Yeah, so what? You gotta mind your business then. Mind your business then.
You see how no adult wants to be around this? You're not a cool person for having this nonsense in the middle of this crash out in the middle of a subway. You're an annoyance and a nuisance to everybody around you, man. You're literally threatening to cut someone's face off. What's wrong with you, man? Well, like, no. Absolutely not.
Mind your business then. Call the cops then. Call the cops, stupid bitch. Fuck you. Fuck you. Suck my dick. Whoever wants with me, let me know. I'm ready.
Isn't it they crave violence? Like, these people are animals. The sooner we realize that, the sooner everybody else can live in peace.
Remember, whenever you go to McDonald's and you can't get sauce packets and you have to ask for somebody behind a bulletproof glass, this is the entire reason why our society is being treated like we're in prison. Is because of this one person that they don't want to put in jail.
Problem is that too many of these people that are on the subway are not okay with my solution to this problem. This is a crazy nutball.
Yet, it's getting there.
Running around talking about stabbing and killing people. You need to arrest, institutionalize, and if they get violent, incapacitate them or shoot them. That's what you need to do. That's really the problem, is that not enough people will accept my solution to this problem. I think that there will be a critical mass of dysfunction, and eventually it will go away. There's a reason why this doesn't happen in China. I wonder if this is happening in Dubai. Ah, geez, guys. This is such an easy problem to solve, but people don't want to solve it. That's the issue.
Oh, shit. I am pro-American. I am for whatever will help America and be in America's best interest. That's what I am. Breaking April jobs report crushes expectations.
Iran and the U.S. exchanging fire in the Strait of Hormuz in what the president is calling a love tap.
But the commander-in-chief...
Bro. Do you think that's why they stopped bombing Iran? Do you think it's because their missile systems are just so shit that they just don't have to worry about it?
Chief insists a ceasefire is still in place despite the strikes.
Okay, Peter Ducey is live at the White House with the details. Hey, Peter.
Good morning. These were unprovoked attacks from Iran using...
Man, it don't matter. You ain't got to twist the narrative. I don't give a shit. They're anti-American, anti-Western culture. They scream death to America. Blow them the fuck up, man. You ain't got to come up with no narrative. Just finish this war, man. Stop wasting taxpayer dollars. Just finish it. Be done with it. What are we doing?
Boats, missiles, and drones against 3 U.S. destroyers who President Trump says...
Yeah, Iran said it was America. America said it was Iran. Who gives a flying fuck? Like, come on.
We took our 3 destroyers and we rammed them through some pretty big stuff today. They were firing at us and we were firing back at them. And our firepower was a hell of a lot stronger than theirs, and they knocked the hell out of them.
Is the ceasefire with Iran still on?
Yeah, it is. They trifled with us today. We blew them away. If there's no ceasefire, you're not going to have to know. You're just going to have to look at one big glow coming out of Iran. And they better sign their agreement fast.
They're working on that. Here's the scorecard from this brief, almost break in the ceasefire. The U.S. struck the sites at Bandar Abbas and Keshem port, also the Kargan naval checkpoint, whereas the vessels Iran was targeting are listed here on the...
I don't think we should be bringing in any foreign countries' citizens. They should stay in their own country and solve their own country's problems, or ask America to solve it for them, like what we did in Venezuela. And that's what should be happening. I mean, I'm sorry, I've seen too many issues with mass immigration now that have made me, as an American person, ask myself, is there any real good that can come from importing people to work American jobs if we've got so many homeless Americans that need jobs? No. I'm sorry, that I can't be convinced that that's a good thing. Why are we giving immigrants the ability to go through our school system for free, but we have a bunch of Americans that would love to get into jobs that they don't have to worry about supporting themselves, but they have to struggle and take on hundreds of thousands of dollars of student loan debt to get schooling? How does that make any sense? It doesn't. I don't think anybody is here to assimilate with America. There are groups of them that are. And people that want to assimilate with American culture and learn English and work a hardworking American job and pay their taxes. We need to trade. For every 2 Karens we send to a foreign country, we should take like 2 of them here. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 people that want to assimilate, learn English, learn how to, assimilate with our culture. I would absolutely do that. Absolutely, 100%.
Map, you've got the USS Truxtun, the USS Mason, and the USS Rafael Peralta. And this is part of the problem that officials here at the White House are dealing with. They're trying to figure out if the people they are negotiating with from Iran are the same people shooting at them, because there are multiple different factions causing problems for White House officials during this process. if they
So
can
they don't even know who the hell is shooting at them.
that the people they are making peace arrangements with are the
That's
same
hilarious.
people who are shooting at them, then the ceasefire is off. But for now, it seems like the understanding is there are just a lot of people in Iran who have different agendas, anti-American agendas.
Oh yeah, if you're new here, sub to the channel, hit like on the stream. I have not said that at all today. Check out the channel membership. We also have a Discord on the main channel page. If you go to YouTube's channel page where my channel is, you can check out the Discord. We also, I go live on everything else. So yeah, please check that out.
And one of those groups are the ones shooting at the U.S. Back to you.
How many immigrants have come to America in the past 5 years and gotten their college paid for by our government? So, based on available data, the immigrant population in the United States grew by approximately 8.3 million between January 2021 and January 2025, reaching a record of 53 million. However, the number of immigrants who had their college education paid for by the U.S. government is not tracked for obvious fucking reasons. It's not tracked. Of course, they're not going to track that. They don't want to put a number to that because then it's going to piss off more Americans. U.S. government is not tracked, and in that manner, and federal law generally prohibits unauthorized immigrants from receiving federal financial aid. So there you go. But they do actually get paid. They do. The fact that the number's not tracked should tell you everything you need to know about that.
Hey, Peter, is it true that the Saudis are asking the president?
Actually, you know what? I didn't even pull it. I didn't even pull up the chat for that. I pulled it up for somebody else. Where is that person? You guys need to realize Islam, blah, blah, blah. Right here. You actually believe the news. Is this person saying anything else? Oh. These wars are all fake, guys. Iran and Israel work together for an agenda. You sound like a conspiracy theorist. We're going to keep you. You sound like a conspiracy guy.
The group's asking the president not
We
to
need
do
more of them.
Operation Freedom, that they were afraid they were going to get rocketed.
Yeah, according to NBC, that was one of the considerations when President Trump came out to say,
You didn't miss much,
Pakistan
David.
And some other allies.
Oh, well, I mean, America had to blow up a bunch of Iranian ships again. But other than that,
to stop doing this right now. That Saudi Arabia was a big driver of that, but it seems like they have softened, and it seems like they were also okay with this exchange of fire yesterday.
Okay, Peter Ducey.
Thanks, Peter.
Very fluid situation.
Yeah, I mean, to send these 3 destroyers through the Strait of Hormuz, and then they start firing using missiles and drones and these fast attack boats, and then CENTCOM confirming that all incoming threats were intercepted.
Right.
We did our job.
Yeah. And then found out where they...
doesn't that concern you? If they're getting paid to go through our college system, and they don't want to track the number of the immigrants going through our college system, then where the fuck are they? That doesn't concern you at all? Think about it. You're unraveling your own mystery, man.
Came from and bombed that out. That's the key.
Yes.
We'll see where it goes and whether or not that memorandum of understanding will
It's
actually
not that they're not doing it. It's that they're doing it and not recording it, which should terrify you because you don't know how many of them there are that are going through the college system, getting their college for free, and you go to college and you don't see them. That should terrify you. Where's that money going?
traction. President says could be a week. We'll see.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full
Wow, brand new job numbers giving a big victory to President Trump again. Madeline Rivera live in Washington to break down the numbers. Maddie, a lot higher than they thought.
Yeah, this is a big jump, Brian, from what economists had predicted.
I don't really fucking care. Times this to be unleashed. What is this?
When the destroyers weren't hurt in any way, the people weren't hurt, but they were firing at us, and we were firing back at them. And our firepower was a hell of a lot stronger than theirs, and they knocked the hell out of them.
All right, there you go. U.S. forces striking back in the
That's
Strait
right.
of Iran, straight at Iran after 3 of our Navy warships were targeted yesterday. Officials telling Fox the conflict is not a restart of the war and is not an end to the ceasefire.
That's right, guys. It's a love tap. It's just like bricks of peace. Sometimes you gotta put people in their place. You know what I'm saying?
And Tehran is still reviewing the peace proposal as the Trump administration is reportedly looking to restart, quote, Project Freedom. Remember, we were going to get the Oman side of the strait, all while U.S. intelligence reportedly believes Iran could outlast the American blockade because they can sustain themselves for months, according to our CIA.
Ooh.
Here to discuss this, retired 4-star general.
It's almost like he should have kept bombing them. I wonder why.
Senior strategic analyst, chairman of the Institute of Study of War, General Jack Keane. General, you're all for restarting Operation Freedom, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, let me just to draw back on where are we. I mean, give President Trump the credit for starting this operation after October the 7th, when the Israelis were obviously devastatingly attacked. It was a recognition that this region, it's got to change, and we're going to have to force that change, and Iran is behind everything that's happening there. And this president acted on that. Other presidents, admittedly, the threat wasn't quite as bad as it is now, but largely ignored. So that's number one. Number two, we went to a ceasefire about a month ago. From the Iranians' perspective, that's what they wanted to achieve, stop the war. And we were supposed to get a negotiated deal in a couple of weeks. It did happen. They have purposely dragging this out. It's now been a month, and we still don't have much to show for it. I think the prospects of a good deal are likely slim. And even if we do get a deal, here's the problem with any deal that we make, assuming it meets all of our objectives. To get a deal, we will have to provide some
Trucking company or Swift are training illegals to pay less. That's capitalism. Immigrants don't get free college or trade schools. I just looked up a statistic saying that they don't record the number of immigrants that are coming here, going through the college system, and acquiring aid to be here. They're not recording it because I would imagine that the number and the amount of money would be staggering. That's what I'm trying to tell you. A trucking company wants an immigrant to move to America so they can pay them less. Well, that's easy for a trucking company to do because all they have to do is represent the immigrant they want, that then gets put through trucker school, and and the government pays for that, by the way. And then once they get out of the trucker school, they immediately get on the roadway and know nothing about English and then get somebody killed. Like, they don't record the statistic because they don't want you to know how often it's happening. But it does happen. It said that they don't record it. They don't record how many it happened. How many how many immigrants have moved here and gotten education paid for by the government? It's literally what it said. I mean, I could reread it again, But I'm telling you that they are coming here and they're being paid by our government to come here and do it. I still even have it pulled up. Based on available data, the immigrant population in the United States grew by approximately 8.3 million between January 2021 and January 2025, reaching a record 53.3 million. However, the number of immigrants who had their college education paid for by the U.S. government is not tracked in that manner, and federal law generally prohibits unauthorized immigrants from receiving federal financial aid. But I'm not talking about. It never said illegals, it said immigrants. You still want to subsidizing their companies is the government. It's the same shit. Just apply it. I use the trucker companies as an example. It's an example of what they're doing. That's just one company. There's 50, 60, 70,000 of these companies in America that are all using the federal aid system to put these immigrants in college when it could be given to Americans. Like, I don't understand where your argument is. I did not say illegals. I said immigrants.
Some funding for the Iranians, admittedly condition-based, and also sanction relief. So when you draw back from
And if
that,
I did, then I misspoke. But I'm telling you, I said immigrants.
even after a negotiated settlement, what do we have? We have a regime that survives and also ability to recover. And I think that is fundamentally flawed. That's not where we started this operation to achieve. We want Iran back on its heels, suffering significantly and susceptible to resistance from their own people, internal pressure. So in my judgment, I think we got to see reality for what it is. We should go back and execute Project Freedom, take the Strait of Hormuz away from the Iranians, secure it. And
But I'm happy YouTube is pushing my stuff, man. I've been working hard. I'm here every day. I'm here live every single day, 8 a.m. to noon, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time, busting my ass. Whenever I get off stream, I know that's only like a 3.5 hour stream. I clip out everything and I do all the editing for the videos that I upload to YouTube. I'm usually not done until like 5 in the afternoon. I want to eventually hire an editor. That way I can go longer during the streams, but it might be a while before I get there. But y'all showing up to the streams and hitting like on the streams and y'all leaving comments and likes on the videos, guys, is doing wonders. I can say every time I log into YouTube, there's notifications everywhere. I love to see it. Please leave comments, leave likes on comments, respond to people's comments, call them out. You know what I'm saying? Like, go hog wild in the comments. Whenever y'all hit like on the videos or y'all watch a little short or anything like that, go hype up videos too. Please go hype videos up. You can hype the long form content. Apparently, if you're in certain regions, on your phone, if you slide left on the comment section of the long form videos, I try to upload at least 4 videos a day from the stream. If you ever miss the stream, don't worry about it. It's always there. I don't remove any of the streams unless YouTube forces me to. If for whatever reason the stream I don't stream that day, it means that YouTube is fucking with me again. So I'll end up going live on I do end up going live on everything else. I'm live on X, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, you name it, I'm live on it, and I will be live the next day if I get suspended on any of the accounts. Okay? I'm always live, guys. Please show up. And you don't even have to watch the whole stream. Just hit like on the stream. Doing that does wonders. Leave a little comment, you know.
For navigation and also at some point get some assistance in doing that.
I don't think so. I don't think I do. I'll have to look at it, but I don't think I have clips disabled. I don't even know how to pull that up without showing anything.
They have a very comprehensive bombing campaign.
I'll Google how I'm supposed to enable clips and go through and see if I can if it's enabled or not. It's weird that they would be disabled. I think it was mental health awareness yesterday was having trouble trying to hype up videos. By the way, you can hype up to 3 videos a week. So please use those hypes. If y'all really like the content, please use it. It helps with the viewership of the videos. That's why. It helps with the viewership of the videos. You can't use it on shorts or live streams, but you might be able to use it on, like, once the stream is done, you might be able to hype it. But if you go and hype up the videos, it'll get more people talking about it.
That deals with leadership, it deals with energy, it deals with all the weapon systems.
Please sub to the channel. Check out that channel membership.
Remember, from the outset, we don't talk about it very much.
Get your exclusive emotes that I handmade myself.
Have always had more air power in this fight than we've had.
I haven't talked about it all morning, so I got to say it at least once, you know?
They'll have more in it right now. So what they can do comprehensively here in terms of air power is significant. Remember,
Yo,
when we went to the ceasefire, we only had 2 weeks left. That was a month ago. And the U.S. can do limited bombing. The Straits of Hormuz, it doesn't look like a complicated operation when you're just drawing on a map and put a circle around it, because it's a relatively small geographic area. But the layered defense extends well into Iran at some distance to be able to protect the Straits of Hormuz. So there's huge resources tied up in that. So we would be able to do some selected bombing in support of returning to combat operations, while the main effort for the United States would be to open up the Straits of Hormuz. The Israelis would take up the majority of the bombing campaign to bring us to
I was eating McDonald's, not anymore.
Endpoint that I think makes a lot more
Yo,
sense.
W10 Joules, for the gold coin.
Heading now.
So the Saudis did not want us, according to the Wall Street Journal, did not let us use our own bases, either the Kuwaitis, during Operation Freedom. They were concerned that they were going to be...
All the Christians need to learn to debate for Sam Cliff. Why? Why should a Christian learn to debate? That's weird. I mean, look, I was born Christian, but I don't get on my knees and pray to an imaginary friend at all. You see, like, I've been through too much hell in my life to sit down on my knees and pray to anybody. Hell no, dude, not me. I'm a man of action. I like doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't, I mean, are you trying to use that as a way to disenfranchise something? Because, like, you do realize that debates are useless, right? Debates don't really solve anything. It just, how often somebody can talk over you. Political debates are completely toxic to anything, because, like, whenever they get in their ass handed to them in a debate, they just lie about it. Like, debates are useless. They don't serve any actual purpose. They're just garbage, man. I'm sorry. Debates are... Debates and advocating for debates, from my experience, just makes people have, like, a phone that they can call. And then once they call the phone, they immediately say stupid shit over the phone that gets you suspended on a platform. Doing debates is just not... That ain't it. Like, I'm sorry, that ain't it, man.
Targeted, like the UAE was targeted, and we wouldn't come to their defense. I'm really not sure why they would think that. And that was part of the pushback, and why they stopped it after 2 days. But the president says he's willing to put it into place. You also think we should use Carg Island as a point of leverage. You attack us, you lose the entire thing, all your oil-producing facilities.
I mean, sure. Okay. I don't know how to debate. Great. So instead of talking about the debate, why don't you talk about the topics that I've been talking about? I mean, if you have a counter argument to anything I'm saying, then you're more than welcome to type it out and I'll pull you up and we can talk about it. But, like, I'm definitely into turn-based combat. You see, like, you present a counter argument in the comments, I pull you up and we have a nice little chit-chat. As long as you're not a jackass about it, then you'll go back to being in the chat. But if not, then you get put on the chopping block for chat to vote on if you get to stay or leave. But, I mean, debates are completely useless and they're just nonsense. They're garbo. So that way you have a chance to display what you think the counter of this is, and I have a chance to talk about what I think my counter is, and we don't have to worry about stepping on each other. You get why that's a better system? Because it forces somebody in the conversation to sit there and be silent while the other one talks. You know?
Yeah, well, one of the concerns that people in the administration have, and it's a legitimate concern, is that Iran has already demonstrated, obviously, they have the capability to hit oil infrastructure and energy targets of our allies and partners in the region. They did it at Qatar and in natural gas, and they've.
Well, the thing is like, a debate isn't a show of... When you are debating somebody, whenever I hear the word debate, I immediately think there's nothing that you're going to say that is going to convince the other person that what you're saying is right. Because they haven't logicked themselves into their viewpoint. They're not going to logic... You as a debater are not going to logic that person out of their viewpoint. You're not. Because if you go based on facts and reasoning, well, they're always going to win any debate, so the other person has to, in some way, shape, or form, lie about what they're saying. And that's why debates are useless. They're pointless. There's no actual point to them.
Also have done it with the UAE and Saudi Arabia. But we have an ace here. Up our sleeve, so to speak. It's Carg Island, and we're obviously blocking it now from any transport coming out of there, and that represents 90%, of their oil resources. So
a good faith debate, like a good debate, where both people want to bring actual counter talking points and actual logic and reasoning into it, are very, very rare, and that's just a fact of the matter. That's just how it is.
Clearly, the blockade over time.
You can't go based on what people say. That's typically why whenever I talk about stuff, I try to bring it up, or I refer to the 2000 video playlist that I have on the channel. Well, now it's almost like 3,000 because I had to make a new playlist because that ran out of room in the other one. And like showing them the account, like whenever people were talking about how Trump said no more wars, and then I bring up this video of where is it at? Oh shit, where'd it go? Right here.
What's the message to Iran?
Don't.
As President Biden said, just don't.
Exactly. One word. Pretty straightforward.
I'm gonna bomb the shit out of them.
And it's like their entire argument falls apart, so they just start attacking you. See, you can't get this in a debate. You can't show the facts during a debate because you're too busy trying to attack the other person. That's not, that solves nothing. Debates are completely fucking pointless. Because you don't know who's lying, you don't know if the information is accurate. Like, it's nonsense. It's gobbledygook. It's nothing.
Will force an economic collapse. And I've said from the outset that they are willing to withstand economic peril and even suffering to their own people much more than what we look at through our values in terms of what's reasonable. Right. They are not reasonable. They don't care about their people. But we can hold Carg Island hostage. If you're going to attack Qatar's natural gas or the Saudis or
political debates only work on, religious debates only work on other people that are religious. If you're dealing with somebody that's atheist, you're not going to win that debate. I've seen it. I've seen it. It's a bloodbath. I'm sorry, like I've seen that in real time.
The UAE's oil fields, we're going to begin to take Carg Island away from you. In terms of physical destruction. Right. And we communicate that to them very, very clearly, unequivocally, what the intent is here. Yes, we still hold all the cards, Brian.
Right. Just real quick, the Washington Post says 75% of the mobile launchers are in place and 75% of its missile stockpiles in place. That's contradictory of almost everything we've heard. Who's telling the truth here?
Yeah, that's not accurate. I don't know what the exact number, but 75% is way off the mark. Now, look they do have ballistic missiles deeply buried in the storage site. This was one of the reasons why the timing and urgency of this operation began. Because after the 12-day war, what the Iranians recognize is how vulnerable their ballistic missiles are. So they began to put...
And that's the reason why most of the religious people that are trying to get other people to convert to their religion ultimately fail in a debate with an atheist, because if you tell somebody that thinks logically about religion that some dude built a 100,000 foot boat in a matter of like a couple weeks, they're gonna laugh at you. Oh, what? How many different tigers and lions slept with the ducks today? You know, like, that's rough, man. You know what it's rough.
The majority of them on deeply buried storage facilities, and they got Chinese assistance in terms of the type of fuel and other things. They were putting that program on acceleration. Israel was getting more and more concerned about it, as were we. They get to the point where the numbers are so great that we would overwhelm the defenses of U.S. bases and also Israeli civilian population centers. That was a sense of urgency in moving forward.
The fighting flared up yesterday in the Strait of Hormuz. So Iran shot drones at missiles at American ships, and the U.S. hit back by striking Iranian military targets.
So meanwhile, you've got new numbers out of CENTCOM underscoring the pressure on Iran's economy, and it is significant. That blockade is working. They show the U.S. blockade keeping more than 70 tankers from entering or exiting.
What was that statistic at that said that Iran could outlast America? If they're ready to outlast America, why are they willing to watch their own tanker ships get sunk in desperation by making them go through the Strait of Hormuz, even in fear of being shot at by the American ships? It sounds to me like they're not going to last much longer if they're that desperate that they're allowing their ships to get shot at by the American blockade now. It sounds to me like they're on their last leg. That's what it sounds like.
And those ships could hold more than $13 billion worth of oil.
All this as we await Iran's response to the latest U.S. proposal. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says that could arrive.
Let's go, Marco!
Well, we should know something today. I mean, we're expecting a response from them. We'll see.
Bro, you've been saying that for weeks, man. It's going to happen today. It's going to happen tomorrow. Oh, come on, man.
Entails.
I love Marco Rubio's pen, bro, representing America the way it should be. Even Donald Trump wears his pen very, very proudly, yo. They got that shit, like, down to a T. I love to see it. W American Patriots, by the way. W Marco Rubio.
Something that it can put us into a serious process of negotiation. Obviously, we've seen the reporting overnight that Iran has established or trying to establish some agency that's going to control traffic in the straits. That would be very problematic. That would actually be unacceptable. But we're expecting a response from them today at some point. We have not received that yet, as you know, in the last hour, but perhaps that will come.
Jennifer Griffin has the latest from Washington. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Dana. Well, we've just learned that the U.S. has carried out more airstrikes this morning, this time targeting several empty, very large crude containers, ships that were trying to break the
So what has Donald Trump done that isn't America first? They rock the Israel pins as well. They do not put America first. That's obvious. But what has Trump done that isn't America first? He's done a lot, brother, but he is controlled. What? Well, if he's done a lot, then you can name off a few things that he's done that isn't America first. So what has he done that wasn't America first? If there's been so many. He's a puppet. Bro, do you understand the illogical mindset it is to go into somebody's comments and just say that what they're talking about is wrong? Can you give examples? Any examples whatsoever? Because just calling someone a puppet doesn't really help your argument. It's just name calling. And half of what you see, everything is falling apart, distractions over distractions. This war is BS, just like everyone else. We're all talking about elites, but yet still focus on the BS and money. Like, but you can give an example, right? opinion. I mean, he's being respectful. I gotta give it to you, Aaron. I don't think we're gonna put you on the chopping block. You're being respectful. And I don't really get a lot of people that are respectful when they're opinionated. Compared to the ones that I've pulled up that just immediately call, like, horrible names, I think you're good. I think you're fine. Thank you. Actually, you know what? Thank you for being respectful. Genuinely. It's very rare that I pull somebody up and they're respectful. Appreciate that, man. W.
The
Seriously.
blockade and head to Iranian ports. Those airstrikes were carried out.
And that's fine. You can have an opposing opinion in the comments, guys. Just don't be an asshole. That's the one thing. Don't be an asshole to me, and don't be an asshole to the other comments. And don't worry, if someone starts being an asshole to you, I'll handle it. Okay? We can't. It's how you present yourself in the comments that matters. I'll say that. First impressions are everything. They are.
A little while ago. Yesterday, 3 guided missile destroyers, U.S. destroyers, the USS Truxtun, USS Rafael Peralta, and USS Mason, were transiting the Strait of Hormuz south into the Gulf of Oman when they came under attack from Iran.
Damn, maybe they shouldn't have done that, huh? Maybe they shouldn't have been shot at. Maybe you shouldn't have done that, huh?
Iranian missiles and drones.
That's okay. The fish love the new coral reefs that we've sent down there, so.
Given how narrow the strait is, this
That's all
could have
good.
led to devastating consequences for the sailors on board those ships. CENTCOM says none of the U.S. warships were hit, but they had to take evasive measures and shoot down the incoming threats. A senior U.S. official tells me that the U.S. struck Iran's Qeshm Island port, a key gateway for Iranian oil, and military targets in Bandar Abbas, another port city crucial to Iran's oil export economy. There were missile launchers that were hit by the U.S. military, and Fox learned that U.S. targets also included Iran's Bandar Kargan naval checkpoint in Manab. The strike on one of Iran's oil ports comes 2 days after Iran fired 15 ballistic and cruise missiles at UAE Fujairah port, eliciting anger from Gulf countries after Secretary Hegseth and General Dan Kane said in a Pentagon press briefing Tuesday that this did not rise to the level of breaking the ceasefire.
On the wall? You mean behind me? I mean, there really isn't much behind me. There's a bunch of Lego sets that are like, like the bonsai trees and the bamboo, a Ghost of Tsushima mask. There's the Magellan Man and the, oh my God. Elden Ring, Night Rain trophy. There's 2 dead animals in these boxes that were my ferrets that passed away. So I had them ashed and turned into ash and put in the boxes. The Eye of Sauron. There's the Doom figure from the collector's figure. 2 Thor hammers from God of War, and then the Leviathan axe from God of War. The Grinch. I mean, there's not really much back here. Sorry for hitting the mic stand.
No, the ceasefire is not over. We expected there would be some churn at the beginning, which happened.
What I'll say is it's more low.
How's it going, Block?
Fire right now, and it's still pretty low
Blocked
level
for sure
at this point in time.
President Trump abruptly called off Project Freedom to open the Strait of Hormuz and guide ships.
I didn't bury them because I live in an apartment. You really want my honest reason, and I figured, well, what better way to remember them to just, get them turned into ash.
Through after the Saudis and the Kuwaitis refused for their airspace and bases to be used after that briefing, which downplayed the attacks coming from Iran Monday. That decision was
W10 Jules in the other chat too. T.
Counterstrikes on Iranian targets.
Devin Wooten.
Journal were the first to report this. CENTCOM says it is currently blocking 70 tankers trying to enter or leave Iranian ports. These vessels, if allowed to leave, carry 166 million barrels of oil worth more than $13 billion. President Trump says yesterday's strikes do not constitute a restarting of the war or an end to the ceasefire, but it may be.
Why the hell not? God damn it.
to control the escalation ladder if Iran keeps firing at U.S. warships, crossing through the strait, and hitting oil hubs like Fujairah in the United Arab Emirates. Dana.
What was the name of that video, that new one that you guys got? Oh, it was this one, wasn't it? Okay, so this is a 9-minute video. So we got plenty of time. We can keep watching Fox for a little bit longer. Because someone had said that the new Midwest safety video was a banger, so we're going to watch that. Well, we get to watch some more of this first. If there's any new updates. Absolutely wrong. Kamala ramps up Trump. Oh, God. Oh, man, I might have to take some Tylenol after this, guys. I might have to give me some Tylenol. Ugh. By the way, y'all should know that a little birdie flopped up on deck, and not really a little birdie. I've seen a bunch of videos of Kamala Harris doing like speeches and stuff, completely shit-faced drunk. Apparently, allegedly, she is a known alcoholic.
Former Vice President
I don't know how true it is. Take what I said with a grain of salt. It's a lot of he said, she said, but I've seen videos of her being completely shit-faced on stage.
Harris speaking at a Democrat fireside chat in Nevada, where she had this to say about the Trump administration.
We cannot let this administration, that is the most corrupt, callous, and incompetent presidential administration we've ever seen. We cannot let them distinguish our spirit. They can't extinguish our spirit.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I think she's drunk. I actually think she's drunk. Right now, even. Listen to the way she's talking.
We cannot let them distinguish our spirit. They can't extinguish our spirit.
Distinguish? She's drunk. She's absolutely fucking drunk. She's absolutely drunk. There's no way, dude. What?
We cannot let them distinguish our spirit. They can't extinguish our spirit.
Joining us now to react, senior writer for the
What
Washington
the
Examiner and
fuck?
Fox News contributor Joe Concha. Joe, good morning to you. So she held a fireside chat in the swing state of Nevada 6 months out before the midterms. Do you think this is her trying to make a comeback?
I mean, I don't mind a drunk president. Like, I don't mind it. I want an incompetent. I want a competent. I want a competent president that's going to work for the American people. That's what I want. I mean, if you can get the job done as a functioning drunk, I really don't give a shit. Like, you can do cocaine in the White House off a hooker's ass. I probably wouldn't care. As long as you're doing right by the American people. But the issue is that she's not, so.
And if so, how do you think that she'll be received among the Democrat Party?
Well, Carly, you know, she was in North Carolina not too long ago. Now she's in Nevada. Those are swing states. And it appears that she probably is running, which is probably the best news ever for a J.D. Vance or Marco Rubio that they could possibly hear, given that she's run twice for president and there was no return on investment on either one of those runs in 2019 or 2024. And to make a statement on Trump's assassination, which he has not done to this point, and we're talking about at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, that attempt, that would take basic common decency. And
you know, you're probably onto something there. It might, if they did have cocaine in the White House, there's a good chance that shit would get done. Hey, hold on. So I actually wanted to talk a little bit about that because there hasn't been any news in it here lately, but the new guy that's running, I think it was like, what was it? What was Pam Bondi running? I don't fucking remember. It's been so long since we've seen Pam Bondi crash out or anything like that. So like, whoever the new guy is running, her job is getting shit done. He is arresting people, bro. Whoever's running that bitch now, he needs to stay. That dude is getting shit done.
Kamala Harris is showing she has no interest in that, instead just pouring kerosene on the fire now at this point as far as the rhetoric towards Trump. You would think that we would see some toning down on this sort of stuff. But no, unless I missed it, Kamala Harris has not made any statement condemning that recent assassination attempt at the White House Correspondents' Dinner at the Washington Hilton. And we know from the 2024 campaign that she engaged in the same kind of rhetoric even after not one but two assassinations attempts on Trump in July and September of that year, when she called Trump an existential threat to the country that needs to be stopped. When you say those things over and over again, there's enough crazies out there that say, oh, the threat that needs to be stopped, I guess that means shut the guy down completely. And that's a whole bowl of wrong. But this is what Kamala Harris is engaging in. And again, I think that she's absolutely running. And I'm sure very many Democrats are happy about that, Todd.
You mentioned her not.
The issue is that she is running again for the as a presidential candidate. But I wouldn't vote. I'm not going to lie. Growing up, I was too poor to vote Republican. I'm too American to vote Democrat now. I'm sorry. I am. I'm still poor, but I'm also an American that has been disenfranchised left and right by my government. And I even if I don't like the candidates, I wouldn't mind if I was voting for J.D. Vance or Marcus Rubius or Kash Patel. I think those guys would do damn good things in office. I do, genuinely. Pam Bondi's an iffy for me. If Pam Bondi ran, it'd be 50-50 for me. To be quite frank, I probably wouldn't vote for her because she didn't really do much of anything, and she completely fucking dropped the ball on the Epstein files as well. I probably wouldn't vote for her, but...
Acknowledging the White House Correspondents Association dinner, but she did say this about the president. Listen to the language that she used, to your point, Joe.
I'm not going to dismiss him as being an idiot. He's dangerous.
Bro, she is totally drunk. There's no way.
He's dangerous. And America's security and prosperity are in the hands and on the line in terms of what he does and does not do.
Joe, you mentioned specifically to Kamala Harris that she has not toned down the rhetoric, and obviously we saw it there in that answer.
I don't think that was rhetoric. That wasn't rhetoric. What the fuck? What are you talking about?
What he does, security and prosperity are in the hands and on.
What are these people gonna do whenever Donald Trump is no longer in office and somebody like JD or Marco is running for president? You do realize that after 2.5 years, he's no longer going to be able to run for presidency. Now, if he ran, I'd vote for him. I'd vote for him just to piss people off like Kamala Harris. I would. I'd do it in a heartbeat. But what are they going to, where is their Trump derangement syndrome going to go? They still going to be crying and complaining about Trump even though he's no longer in power? What are they going to do? How are they going to live their day-to-day lives not thinking about Trump all the time? What are they going to do? Seriously. I'm so curious to know what's going to happen to all these Trump derangement syndrome people. Who are they going to blame next? JD, Marco, and Kash aren't in the Epstein files. They don't have any dirt on them. Hell, not Kash Patel. Why the fuck am I saying Kash Patel? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean Kash Patel. Who leads the Department of War? Pete Hegseth, man. I meant Pete Hegseth. God damn it. That's who I was. I don't know why I was thinking of the FBI director. I meant Pete Hegseth. Strike all the Kash Patels you heard. I meant Pete Hegseth. I'm so sorry, guys. That must have come across as crazy. I meant Pete Hegseth. Oops. I was like, wait a minute. Kash Patel. I'm on something.
On the line in terms of what he does.
That's who I meant to say. I did not mean to say Kash Patel. I'm so sorry, guys. I meant to say Pete Hegseth.
You mentioned specifically to Kamala Harris that she has not toned down the rhetoric, and obviously we saw
That's not rhetoric, man. Rhetoric is when you're advocating for the death of a goddamn political opponent. Dude, what are you talking about? That's not rhetoric.
But overall, macro picture here, why isn't that message getting through to the Democrats that when you use words like dangerous, like they continue to use even after the third assassination attempt, you signal to some crazy that they need to take matters into their own hands? Why, Joe?
I think, Todd, Kamala Harris reads polls just like, many other politicians on the left read polls, and they see polls showing that at least the more far left folks in that party are A-OK with Donald Trump being assassinated.
Look, man, at Sonic, they got the damn sauce for free. I asked them, and I've seen the records. I know because I was a manager in training. Thank God I left that job because that job was awful.
And that's
fucking terrible.
Just what the
I've seen it.
polls
Okay,
show that political violence is more and more accepted on the left. That's why you see Hakeem Jeffries talking about maximize warfare against Donald Trump. It's why you hear J.B. Pritzker.
No, we don't need a new party. What we need are laws that prohibit certain members from becoming part of parties. Third world immigrants can be elected officials as long as they're third world immigrants. Jesus, fuck. Third generation immigrants can be elected officials if they're here for 3 generations. Not first gen, not second gen, third gen immigrants can be elected officials. I want to let you guys let that sink in. So not the first, not the second, but the third child of an immigrant that migrated here legally can run for office. And they have to have assimilated with the culture. That's the big key thing there. And that's where a lot of problems are going to get solved. And if you have any dual citizenship, you have to renounce your citizenship to any other country. You have to know English. You have to be America first. You cannot be anti-American, period. You cannot advocate for death or violence of political opponents. What we don't need is another party, because then we're going to have another party. Then we're going to have 4 parties. Then we're going to have 5 parties. Then we're going to have 6 parties. Then we're going to have 7. No. You need to fix what's already here. That's the problem. Fix what's already here. Term limits on senators. That's what we need. Term limits on senators. If you become a senator, you need to get debanked. You need to be forced away from your family for 4 years. You don't get vacations. You're down on the Senate floor for 12 hours a day serving the country. And when you leave, you immediately go to a house that's provided to you by the United States government. You cannot make any kind of insider trading, and you cannot make any phone calls other than to your family, and that is it. Being a senator is a term of service for this fucking country, and it needs to go back to being that. What they're doing now with all these vacations and the government being shut down and then putting all this bullshit into a bill so it doesn't get passed, that needs to be ended ASAP. Individual bills being voted on by every single Senate member 12 hours a day, every single day for 4 years. No vacation, period. You don't like that? Then don't become a fucking senator. It's a term of service for this country. What you pass down on that Senate floor determines the outcome of every American citizen's lives. No excuse. Period.
For president as well, talking about how the Trump administration resembles the Nazi Party, and I could go down the line in terms of major political figures, instead of saying, you know what, let's tone down this rhetoric. Let's be like Tip O'Neill and Ronald Reagan, who got along quite well as Democrats and Republicans, or even Newt Gingrich and Bill Clinton.
You're going to get a bunch of people just writing in Asmongold's name and then voting on it. He's going to be like forced to be. I can already see these people like, fuck, man. Oh, shit! I can see it already. I can see his reaction to it, too.
No, this is now the new Democratic Party, the one that embraces a permission slip to violence, and that's where we are as a country, and it's so sad, guys.
Yeah, not just politicians. There was also actor Mark Hamill who posted on social media and then later
Yo, W2 Jules!
Posting an image of deceased President Trump. And then he apologized, but not after he had already posted it. So that is the state of the country that we live in right now. We do have to leave it there, Joe, but thank you so much for joining us.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.
Okay, we gonna move on for politics for the day. If you like that segment, I do gaming in the very early mornings at 8 to like 9. Then I jump into a little bit of a mediator. We talk about like internet drama and shit. Then we pull up the government stuff, all the fun shit that we talk about. Asmongold, all that stuff is like the majority of the stream. And then sometimes we lead over into a Midwest safety video, body cam. I was a first responder. I was a firefighter. So if you're new here, please sub to the channel, hit like on the stream. We're here every day, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time. So if you like that segment, please stick around. We do it every day. I'm here every single fucking day. Every day, guys. I was even here during Easter. So I put in the work, guys. I promise. Okay, let's get it. All right, so W Midwest Safety, hell yeah, Midwest Safety. Go check out Midwest Safety on YouTube, and I'm actually going to like this video because I need to do that. I need to start remembering to like videos on YouTube. We have a Discord as well, so check it all out. I've done everything for the channel myself. Everything that you see, even the memberships and the emotes, done myself. I did everything myself. So please stick around. I've put a lot of hard work and effort and time into this. W chatters, W channel members, and just showing up and hitting like on the stream every day, and not. I would like it if you stick around and watched it, but you don't have to. Like if you got work or something, that's fine. The stream will always be up, and usually no matter what. So yeah, so just drop by, leave a like, leave a comment in the videos, hype up the videos. Hyping up the videos has been making the channel go nuts. So W chatters, you can hype up to 3 videos a week. So use them sparingly throughout the week. Don't blow them all in one go. But W chatters, yo, W chatters, W peeps at home, y'all are awesome. Keep being y'all. This one might be too graphic. I think I saw XQC look at a little bit of this yesterday.
Head wounded. On October 28th, 2024, 911 dispatch with the Findlay Police Department in Ohio received a call about 3 juveniles drinking alcoholic beverages in a park.
I just went out looking for my son, found him at Bernard Park, and there is kids sitting there underage drinking.
Okay, how many of them are there?
There's 3 of them. I do not know who they are. They're sitting there at the picnic table at the basketball court.
All right, I appreciate you giving us a call. We'll get a couple officers headed that way, okay?
Damn, bro.
How you guys doing? You got a report that you guys were drinking alcohol. What did you just put in your pocket?
Vape.
A vape? Well, you might as well put that out. Probably not supposed to have that either.
Who the hell is giving them this stuff, man? What the fuck?
Either, right? What, are you going to hand me one of those, or? Yeah. How old are we?
I can't believe
I'm
that.
13, but I just got here.
Well, you're here.
What? Bro, what?
Yeah. With a bunch of alcoholic beverages, right? Huh?
Apologize? Your ass going to jail. What you mean?
I don't know what you're saying, man.
I said we apologize for that.
Okay. So speak up to me like an adult.
Yeah.
Okay. Get one of your parents on the phone.
Oh, they're cooked. Yeah, no, they're cooked now.
Spell for me.
You think they're gonna try and run?
Don't go anywhere. Stay right here.
I know.
What grade are you in?
Senior.
He's claiming he just pulled up.
He really did. We can literally call my mom right now. She knows that I just left.
Don't call me bro.
Sorry.
No.
Bro, what? God damn, bro. Calm down. Jesus.
I can literally call my mom right now. She knows that I just left.
Don't call me bro.
Sorry.
No. Look at me.
But
I don't like that at all, dude. You're being a little too hard. Like, what? How are you, like, holy shit. Calm down, man.
I look like your bro.
No.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Be respectful.
I bet.
But sir,
what am I supposed to paint this picture for me? Okay. I pull up, and there's 3 of you sitting here with alcoholic beverages underneath the table that you all have access to.
You see, this is the kind of person These kids are going to grow up and they're going to be terrified of the police because of this experience. Like, dude, like, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? He's acting completely... Look, I get that you can be upset, but these are not your kids, man. Holy shit.
I'm not saying I'm going to charge you, but you're going to at least get identified.
Like, they weren't even hurting anybody. Like, I don't agree. Obviously, they shouldn't have been drinking underage, but, like, holy shit, calm down.
And you better treat me with respect.
Okay.
Because you're going to piss me off real quick.
Okay, so first and foremost, respect is earned, not given.
Okay.
You got me?
Yeah.
You think I'm tough? Wait till you see Judge Johnson.
I've been on probation. I know her.
Yeah, then she really won't like you.
You want the
Well, yeah, because, you know, that makes everything better, just being an asshole. That makes everything so much better.
vapes too? Yeah. Is there any more vapes? We sure?
Mm-hmm. What's that?
Little guy in the back's in 8th grade.
Hello?
Yeah, but, like, as a cop, that's not your responsibility. There are a bunch of kids that have all kind of congregated. He did. I can understand if the kid was being aggressive in some way, shape, or form, right? But snapping at somebody for calling you bro, like, man, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I can understand if he was like, asshole, yeah, and my mom already let me out here, asshole, so you can, you know, like, he wasn't talking like that. He was being respectful. What do you, like, what?
Right here. So please, want to talk.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Like, I get that they're in the wrong. I get that. They know they're in the wrong. You don't have to be a dickhead about it.
Can you hear me?
Okay, what's going on?
Yes, ma'am. This is Findlay, Ohio Police Department. How are you tonight? I'm out here, I believe, with your son.
Okay.
They were called in for drinking here, alcoholic beverages between him and a young female. So he's going to be placed under arrest tonight for that. And taken to the Findlay, Ohio Police Department, where he will need to be picked up.
Does he have a warrant for his arrest too?
I'm 17.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, you can still get arrested.
The police called his father and said that they.
Said what? You cut out there. It didn't connect or disconnected.
Oh, my hotspot turned off. Not bad.
Honestly, I have a question. Instead of taking me to the jail, can you take me to the hospital?
Why? What's up?
Because I need mental help. That is what's wrong with me, and
Okay.
I'm.
Well, we can talk about that, all right? But this is what's going to happen first, okay? And then we can talk about what else is going on. All right? I'm not going to deny you that, okay? Clearly there's a lot going on here. And I haven't got to that, but we have to at least do this part first. Are you going to...
No. I don't think you understand how this works, asshole. I don't know who the fuck this cop is, but there's a reason why his face is blurred. See how this cop's face isn't blurred, but his is? You see, that's not how this works, shithead. If you have an underage person saying that they need help, the first thing you need to do, since there's two cops here, is you tell this guy to go and call the ambulance now. You know why? That could be a call of help saying that I've taken something and I am ready to kick the bucket. You need to get your sorry ass in gear and help this fucking child. I am incredibly angry right now. This child could have taken something, and this is their call for help to get them some help before something happens to them because they took something. What are you doing?
Pay attention to me.
My mom's.
Okay.
Sorry, so what's going on? Sorry, it was disconnected.
Yeah, it's okay. Your son's going to be at
You see how his fucking face is blurred?
police department where you can come get him.
For today, or is he going to stay the night?
No, you have to come get him at some point here tonight. Give me about half hour, 40 minutes or so to process the paperwork.
Is that the only thing that he's arrested for?
Yes.
What else, is he charged for?
For consuming alcoholic beverages and being a juvenile.
Okay.
And then I think he had a nicotine thing on him, but he would just get a citation for that.
Okay. All right. I appreciate that.
All right, thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Oh.
Stay here.
Oh, wait a minute, I missed it. What happened? There he goes!
Stay here.
Excuse me?
Stay here.
What the fuck? Well, we're gonna have to fast forward that a little bit. I can't have the YouTube's policies is pretty stupid, so
Stay the down.
nope. We can't have that on the screen. We can't have that on the screen.
Oh, he has a major head wound, dude.
You want me to get to a chest heal real quick?
Yeah, something. I got something here.
Are you good there?
Headquarters, be advised, he has a very large head wound as well.
Sit there and stay there.
Working on life-saving measures now.
I don't know about that, man. Yo, W cops, hold on. Is that a med bag? Wait a minute, is this guy an EMT or a paramedic? He don't make enough. W cop.
Working on life-saving. Shot there, he has one to the head, it looks like. More wounds here.
Nope.
All right.
There's only so much of this I'm allowed to show. I don't want no more problems from YouTube, man.
Pants off.
Pants off. Ah! That's the bad one.
Nothing. Don't talk to anybody. No, sir. I want you to take him to the station. Down the detectives.
Okay.
Chill out. Okay.
Damn, they were there quick, boy. So from it does have a time. 18. They were there in under a minute. 1854 to them rolling him away because the cop knew how to do life-saving treatment was... Hold on, let me find it again. A minute. That's what it looks like when you've got a cop that's an EMT right there. That's how it's supposed to look. They didn't have to wait for the fire department to get there. They just wrapped him up, immediately did life-saving treatment, and they got this kid out in under a minute. That's what it's supposed to look like. That's what I'm talking about whenever I advocate for these police departments getting more funding and then forcing them all to be EMTs and carry medical bags right here. That's what it's supposed to look like. Neutralize the threat, immediately do life-saving treatment. That is 1,000% what I am talking about right there. You see that? A minute. How many of these videos have we watched the past, damn near year where somebody ended up dying because they weren't able to get, the kid may still die, but it looks so much better on the department if they can immediately start doing life-saving treatment.
Nothing. Don't talk to anybody. No, sir. I want you to take him to the station. Down the detectives. Just chill out. Okay.
Just through the tree right in there is probably better.
The suspect, Calvin Darafeth, was taken to a local hospital where he succumbed to his injuries the following day. A slow-motion replay of the officer's body cam reveals Calvin shooting at the officer first before the officer fired back. This isn't Calvin's first run-in with the law, as he was previously placed on juvenile probation when he was 15 for an incident in February 2022, where he discharged...
I ain't gonna lie. You got a call from the police saying that your child, who's already on probation, is down at the park drinking alcohol underage, somehow managed to get a fucking firearm, fire at police after running away. Do you really think this kid was going to be able to do anything in society other than be another problem? Look, it's heartbreaking to see this, sure. But at the same time, like, come on, man.
Charged a rifle loaded with a .22 caliber bullet in a residence. He was charged with discharge of a firearm into a habitation with the intent to cause harm.
Bro was already doing adult behavior. This dude, he should have already been in jail. He should have already been in jail. How did he get so he had another firearms charge where he discharged into a residence. What the hell are we doing?
Second-degree felony, if committed by an adult. In the same month, he was charged with marijuana possession.
He would be alive if he was in jail.
Where he was found with a THC vape pen in Findlay High School. In May 2022, he was charged with assault after assaulting another juvenile for allegedly snitching on him. In January 2023, he was charged with assault again after...
Holy shit! Oh, give me a break with this bullshit.
Fighting a student at school. In March 2023,
I'm sorry, dude, but adult criminal actions deserve adult time. This is bullshit.
Charged with theft of a motor vehicle.
Yeah, and he stole a car.
And receiving stolen property, where he and another juvenile were charged for stealing a 9mm firearm and a car from the other juvenile's mother. In October 2024, he was charged with theft, where he and 3 other individuals were involved in shoplifting a bottle of alcohol from Walmart. As of December 2024, the Hancock County Prosecutor's Office determined that the officer's actions were justified within reason and closed the case.
That is fucking crazy. Are you kidding me? Bro, you really think this dude would have turned 18 and his criminal record being expunged would make everything that he did he would just keep doing it? Every year he was doing something different and new. Like, what the shit? This is crazy. Yeah, that was a juvenile, bro. He wasn't even 18 yet. God damn. That is crazy. How was he not on he was on probation, but he wasn't on house arrest? Holy crap. He shouldn't have even been out of jail to begin with. I'm blown away by this. I can't. Man. Yo, W5, did you see the hacker group Shiny Hunters take Canvas hostage? What the hell is that? What's a... The hacker group Shiny Hunters. Hacker group Shiny Hunters. Cybercrime group crashes pin canvas system. What's a pins canvas system? What is that? I don't know what that is. What is a pins canvas system? The hacker group Shiny Hunters take Canvas hostage. Canvas cyber attack. A hacker group appears to be holding the company behind a popular learning management system. Okay, so what to know about the Canvas cyber attack that's affected thousands of schools. Oh, shit. Canvas cyber attack that's affected thousands of schools. Its final season across many U.S. schools and universities, but some students and teachers, the already stressful period has been aggravated by a cyber attack on a widely used learning system that could put at risk the personal information of millions of its users. Well, I'm cooked. I'm cooked, guys. That's it. I'm cooked. So they're holding shiny hunters and claimed responsibility. The Harvard Crimson, a student newspaper, reported that around the afternoon, those who accessed the platform were redirected to a message from hackers who identified as shiny hunters and claimed responsibility. $5. Canvas is a platform that all schools use for assignment tests and legit. Holy shit. So everybody had to sign into this system. So everyone's information. So we have confirmed that the unauthorized actor exploited an issue related to our free for teacher accounts. The statement read, as a result, we have made the difficult decision to temporarily shut down our free for teacher accounts to give us confidence to restore access to Canvas, which is now fully back online and available for use. But it doesn't matter. The hacker's message reportedly came with a link to a text file containing a list of schools it claimed were affected by the breach, and the hackers added that those who wished to prevent the release of data should reach out to them for a settlement. You have till the end of the day by May 12th, 2026 before everything is leaked. Instructure had posted on its website late Thursday evening that the Canvas was available for most users, while its Canvas beta and Canvas test platforms remaining in maintenance. W5 gifted, Beastie Boy. W5 gifted, man. Hell yeah. The hacker group has actively shut down the education system. How did these guys manage to do that? Oh, well, they said they used like this, but who would it, like, they must have somebody that worked in education then to even know about that free to, what was it? It was free for teacher accounts. From Shiny Hunters to Canvas on May 3rd, when the group claimed that it had, instructors had posted on its website late Thursday evening that Canvas was available for most users, while its Canvas beta and Canvas test platforms remained in maintenance hours after putting all three in maintenance mode. So they were fixing it. They were fixing the free to teach and the Canvas systems. So it went down, and then they did maintenance on it, and they brought it back up. A threat intelligence tracking platform, ransomware.live, posted a copy of a previous ransom letter from Shiny Hunters to Canvases on May 3rd, when the group claimed, W5, $5 more from GMP. Lastly, I believe they waited for finals when it wouldn't hurt everyone the worst. That is crazy. For ransom letter to Canvas on May 3rd, when the group claimed that it had set 275 million individuals' data from nearly 9,000 schools. This is a final warning to reach out by May 6, 2026, before we leak, along with several annoying digital problems that'll come your way, the message warned. On May 1st, structure, so what happened? Disclose student ID, members, messages. What? Penn, University of Illinois. Some universities resorted to canceling scheduled exams and coursework deadlines, including Penn State, the University of Illinois, and James Madison University in Virginia. Columbia said it was working actively with schools to minimize academic disruption, created alternately by mechanisms to prepare for and deliver exams and provide appropriate flexibility during this period. Besides flexibility, universities also urge users to be vigilant Yo, WGMP, welcome to the Got Good. GMP Got Good, boys. W channel member. Other schools that have reported similar outages, including, so they're still actively getting outages. So they haven't really gotten rid of the shiny hunters then. Shiny hunters took responsibility for the latest attack, so they're still attacking the schools on Instructure, as well as for a similar attack on the firm earlier this month. Luke Connell, a threat intelligence analyst at the cybersecurity firm EMSISOFT, described a shiny hunters to the Associated Press as a loose group of teenagers and young adults based on the U.S. and the United Kingdom. The group is believed to have been formed in 2020 and has been involved in previous high-profile hacking incidents. In 2024, Ticketmaster-owned Live Nation confirmed unauthorized activity, detailed 560 million customers, including phone numbers. So these guys go around and systematically hack shit. They also did it to AT&T and Rockstar Games. Other previous targets of the group include Salesforce, where Time co-chair and owner Mac Benoff is CEO, AT&T and Rockstar Games, amongst others. I remember that hack. I wasn't playing the game during that, but I remember there being a big thing that went around during Rockstar. So these guys have been systematically hacking shit for the past 6 years? How have these guys not been caught yet? That's crazy. So they took over the education college system. That is insane, bro. What? Yo, chitter chatter that said that. That is crazy. Huh. Yo, I hope they get these guys. So, and you know what really sucks is that the students that have taken part in that college system are most likely not going to be reimbursed for their college of that semester. And not to mention the fact that their information is going to be leaked as well. So these guys mean business. So if they say they're going to do it, they're probably going to do it, huh? That's insane. All right, boys. All right, boys. I am rolling out for the day. I will be back tomorrow bright and early. You know the routine. Every single day, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time. If you don't plan on sticking around tomorrow, please just drop by and leave a like for me. If you're new here, please sub to the channel, hit like on the stream, and all the videos you see, make sure you hype up them videos. Oh, shit. $10. Happy Mother's Day to... Oh, damn, you're right, Nigel. Tomorrow, when is Mother's Day? Is it Saturday or Sunday? Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. You know what I'm saying? When is Mother's Day? Make sure y'all get stuff for y'all's mom. Sunday, May 10th. So that's not tomorrow, but it's a Sunday. It's Sunday, guys. Come on, it's Sunday. Let me get the music going. Let me get that music going. Hold on, give me that music. Yeah, make sure y'all say love to y'all's mothers if y'all got some that are worth the shit giving love to you. You know what I'm saying? W chatters, W viewers, W channel members, W donos, W gifted members, W knowledge and information and freedom, and God bless America. Try to stay safe out there. Stay away from crazy people. I don't want to have to pull you up. Craziness apparently is a contagion that's swept across the country. I'd hate to see a Green Channel member get pulled up and made fun of. You might not get banned for being a Green Channel member, but you're gonna at least get laughed at a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. All right. Who knows? I might be proven wrong on something. You never know. Try to put a smile on someone's face. You might change their whole day, their whole life. You never know. To some of y'all, I'll see y'all tomorrow. To the rest of y'all, have a great weekend, and I'll see some of y'all on Monday. But I'm gonna be here over the weekend, so please show up. Show up and leave a comment. W chat. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace, boys and ladies. Thank you so much for everything. Y'all are awesome.
right to fight to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, oh. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try